brand new related to cryptocurrency, financial markets, and financial products. Hold on for a second while I'm actually setting up the live session for the application. So, guys, let me just do this for you and then we begin. 2 seconds and then we'll start. Yes. Yeah, let's begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new stream of Zebit, where we talk everything that's related to cryptocurrency, financial markets, and financial products. So I was just taking a little bit of time to um, set up the course. Obviously, we go live on different channels at one time, right? So you all know that we go live on YouTube, X, and then on our live application as well. So I need, once I get onto it, I just need some little time to set that up. Guys, I hope somebody is joining into the live room. I'm just waiting for the people to join in. So let's begin our day, guys. We are today going to see some kind of different topics because we know that cryptocurrency current markets keep moving and so do we, right? So even if there are bad days ahead, there are good days ahead, we kind of follow every bit of the movement and then take advantage of it. So that's what I want you guys to do, whether it's a good day, whether it's a bad day, whether it's just a pullback phase or whatever it is. Make sure that you are using all the possible platform, possible opportunities that you can, so that you make the most of it. So just a sec, I'm going to just set my studio. Hold on for a second. I know it's a weekend for all of us. I don't know how many of you are enjoying your weekends. What is happening there? How is everything going on? So let's see today. Today we are going to cover basics of spot, futures trading, everything that we need to know about spot and futures trading, from where to begin the journey, what to do and what not to do, what are the pros, cons, what coins or what cryptos can be looked into for investing based on risk appetites or based on capital investments, and also what are the factors or what are the upcoming events that can actually impact the overall markets that we should be looking at. So these are various things that we will be focusing on, and we will be talking a lot of things. So like at the same time, we will see why stable coins versus meme coins. Some of you are meme coin lovers. Today I'm going to break a myth for all you guys, because uh I'm not going to create this maybe I'm not going to create fear among you guys, but yes, we need to see the both pros and cons of investing in stable coins and versus meme coins, why or why not, and also some other different factors, maybe some other terminologies like maybe hedging, arbitration, and maybe we can also talk about spot futures, important indicators for various purposes, and also we will determine what is the right price to buy any crypto without falling victim to buying it at a higher price. So I know a lot of you basically end up buying at hypes. You end up buying at when it is already booming or something like that. So I don't want you guys to fall victim to all the all-time highs and get your money stuck for whatever reason. So that's the reason today we are going to discuss that topic as well. So let's move and first see the markets, how are they doing, and then we proceed with other topics as and when we go out. Because this session is going to be a 4-hour session, guys. you have to bear with me. We have to talk a lot, and you can share your insights, you can share your information, you can share your trading deals, things like that, so that we can all discuss. Let's keep these live sessions more of discussions than just one-way traffic. Okay, I like talking to you guys. I like to share things with you guys. So if I make some successful trades, I share it with you, and you guys should also be doing that for me, because that's how together we grow, right? So that is what we are doing today. Low capital. So far I am not seeing anybody joining the stream. I'm just still waiting. Then I'll begin in 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Let me see. Anybody entering the live room? Let me see. Okay. While people are joining and whatever is happening, let's continue. Let's start our session for the day. As you all know, I come live between 4 to 8 p.m. and we talk so many things that are related to cryptocurrency and financial markets. So guys, you have any kind of questions, you can feel free to shoot it in the comment section, and I will look into it and I will get back to you guys. So let's begin our day. Bitcoin trading at 109, so it's positive by 0.28 from the past 24 hours. Ethereum standing at 3998, trading at 2.83%, which is a positive thing. And then we have BNB trading at 970. Wow, BNB after reaching 100,024 has now reached to $970. Solana at 201, and it's up by 4.35%. XRP at 2.773774, so it's like up by 2%. So the overall fear and greed index is standing at 34. The market capitalization is standing at 3.77 trillion US dollars. Volume has certainly come down, 148.64 billion. Yes, it does look like there are some liquidations that have happened, and the liquidations might be some kind of leverage positions of futures or options trading getting expired or things like that. That's the reason you kind of see most of the times the volume tend to go down because of those reasons. Coming to the coin market cap index, let's see how the 100 constituents look like. Are they positive or negative? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 out of 100 of them are positive, and only 4 of them are negative, and 96 of them are all positive. So it kind of looks like the market is today slightly good. We are seeing each one of them performing at its own pace, and there are various reasons to it. And those are some things also we will maybe deep dive into and try to check it out. What's happening in each and every ecosystem, right? So we want to know what's happening in each and every ecosystem so that we make some kind of successful trades and take some successful decisions out there. Okay, moving on to the zbit.com. As you all know, I'm part of Zbit family and I'm the host for Zbit family. So we have amazing things to offer you guys, and as you know that there is nothing that comes free of cost. So just understand this, that Zbit is a platform that offers you spot and futures trading. So go ahead and register yourself right now. Guys who come live from the application itself, you guys have ample opportunity like inside, and you already know what you're getting into. And if in case you're joining in from outside, which I recommend you guys get onto this platform. This is the desktop version of it. Download this. Like I'm going to share this in the chat room right now with you guys so that you can download this. You can also use my invitation code, which is EZTVV. Okay, and register yourself, because once you register yourself, you can enter into the rewards. You can enter into the rewards side of it, and you get the chance to earn free crypto, but there are some terms and conditions applied to it. After entering into after registering yourself, you have to basically KYC comply yourself, which means you need to add up your any of the ID documents, which can be passport, Aadhaar for that matter, or driving license, or electoral card, or something which can be considered as a valid ID card. And you need to have one valid phone number. So Indian users, your Indian number. Nigerian customers or the South African customers, you need to have your South African number. People who wants to join from UAE, you do have the option too. And then from any other country, guys, you need to check, because right now we are like mostly catering towards up, like Indian and South African countries. Let me reiterate, we are all protected. We are FSCA licensed, basically. So which means we are under the license of Financial Sector Conduct Authority of South African law. So all your money which you park in the application to start your crypto journey is protected, and basically it is safe. So you need not worry, your money is not going into the wrong hands. We are very much giving you that kind of safety and reliability and everything. So all the information that you would like to know about Zbit is parked into this particular page. You can see where where it has begun its journey, history, and our regulators, and vision, mission, values, and whatnot. Every bit of information is here. In order to get into the rewards part of it, you get the chance to enter into the lottery. Once you register KYC yourself, then you basically will be able to get this free rewards. But then, like I said, you just can't enter draw the lottery and then just withdraw the amount and just exit just like that. There are terms and conditions to it. You need to trade, and we are giving you one free trade where you get the opportunity to basically make some money. If in case you make some profits, all the rewards plus money is yours. And if in case you make losses, then reward plus the loss is totally is actually gone from you. So this is what we have. So many nice exciting things. Even if you can use the referral codes to invite your friends and family and get the chance to earn some commissions, referral commissions, and things like that. Futures, this is one type of trading that you can start with. Spot is another one. So whatever you feel comfortable with, you can start your crypto journey, and that's it, guys. Whoever is just starting out in this industry, I must say that the easiest way is to do spot trading. But yes, it does have its own pros and cons, and so does futures trading has its own pros and cons. But it all depends on your level of practice, your level of expertise, your knowledge, and everything, which is going to get you the results. So anybody telling you just to do this, that, don't just follow. And also don't get into the FOMO feeling, which is like fear of missing out, and tend to get into the crypto industry with the hype or with wrong kind of direction altogether, and just end up buying without doing your research. Guys, research is the most important thing in crypto industry, without which you actually cannot make right decisions. So if I want to quote this and I want to explain you in the most easiest manner what this can actually mean, is like you are getting into any kind of business, and if you don't have any knowledge about it, or you have half knowledge about it, how are you even going to run that business, right? So it's the same thing with trading activity. Trading is just like any other business activity for you where you need to know in and out about that business or that crypto so that you can do like successful kind of business or successful trading. So I know a lot of gurus, mentors, very basics of things also should be able to do it. I want you guys to understand this thing that there's nothing, even if you kind of hear any difficult terminologies or kind of difficult words like jargons or things like that, it can be it can be easy. All you need to do is understand it in the easiest language possible, and I'll try to break that for you guys. If anybody who joins who would like me to talk in Hindi also, I'm okay to do that, and I'm ready to even explain it in English. So whatever language you are comfortable with, we will be talking in that. So let's keep the life simple. Let's not get into too many tough and difficult things in the starting itself, that we actually are boggled down and we're like confused, like where to go, what to do, what not to do, and we don't want to basically be in that category, right? So understand this, like, and we'll keep this life of our spot and futures traders simple. And first let's begin and see the markets, and then we will proceed with what we have to talk about, the different topics that we have here. All right, so crypto markets, prices are dropping amid sell off. Bitcoin has fallen below 110,000, down over 5% for the week and more than 10% from its August all-time high of 124,000. Ethereum is trading under $4,000, experiencing a decline similar to Bitcoin. And the total crypto market capitalization is standing at 3.77 trillion US dollars, indicating a broad market sell-off. This decline has begun on 21st of September, triggered by the liquidation of 1.5 billion in leveraged Bitcoin positions, causing broader market instability. So what you see at the moment in the volume section of it, like I think about just two yesterday or day after, I don't exactly remember, but I think it was basically 2.56 or something that the volume was trading at. But then yes, we can see the volume has significantly come down, so it's at 148.64 billion, which definitely does show that there has been like major liquidations that have happened. Bitcoin prices soaring down is like the testament to it. Ethereum's price also coming down, BNB, Solana, all of them coming down is obviously an indication, yes, the prices have fallen down to a larger extent. All right, so let's move on to the financial markets. Let's touch base upon a little bit on what's happening on the S&P, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones for that matter, because we do look into those things also, right? Because in the US stock markets also does get impacted when any catalyst is actually impacting the overall market. So if it's basically any positive news, it does impact the financial markets, and then it also simultaneously impacts our crypto markets. So we need to see a bit of what's happening even on the US stock market so that we understand where are we heading. So are we taking the right decisions? Are we making the right decisions like today if we would want to invest, or whether we want to basically trade? Is this the right time, or we still wait for the dip? These are the things that we have in our mindset right now, because although it is, yes, liquidated, the prices have gone down, the prices are still going down. So still, what do we want to do at this point in time is something we all would like to know. So S&P 500 ETF, basically S&P is up by 5.56%, closing at 661.82. Nasdaq ETF basically is increased by 0.42, ending at 95.67. Sorry, $97. Dow Jones is basically it has rose, and it is risen by 0.63%, closing at $462.28. So right now, everybody, investors or traders, they are all digesting the recent inflation data, which showed prices rising as expected. So I think whatever is happening in the recent past, whatever is happening in the background is basically creating this noise where the financial markets as well as the crypto markets are on the go getting affected. So global market snapshot, the gold basically is up by 0.56%, trading at $346.74. I think gold lovers, guys, I know I am myself suffering this, and I really, really regret. Even just like about 3, 4 months ago, I went to a jeweler shop, like back here in Dubai, only in the gold souk, and I really wanted to buy gold at that point in time. Trust me, the gold price was still good. Like it was, I think, around, if I'm not wrong, it was around 350, 56. I don't know, something like around that price. And I really wanted to buy gold, and I don't know why did I not buy it. Trust me, I did the mistake, because after that point, within a month, I saw that the price went like at least like 10 to 20 dirhams up. And now you can see yourself, like the price at the moment for gold is at $346.74, guys. So silver is also risen 1.97%, reaching 41.86%. So wow, what an opportunity we have lost. I mean, at least I have lost. I don't know about you guys. Probably you guys might have bought it when the prices were down. But yes, right now it is in the highest possible levels. And there is definitely, it is a belief whenever gold price rises, it's a very rare, situation where it can actually pull back, or the prices can correct, or things like that can happen. So I don't know the way Bitcoin happens to rise, but Bitcoin still does have the demand and supply, and kind of stays into the place, and it kind of comes down also. But historically, whenever we see gold kind of, whenever it tends to increase in price, it kind of like, cannot come back very easily. So let's just hope that we all get some opportunity to be able to buy it at a little more cheaper price, so that we can, hedge it for some good or bad days for us. So emerging markets at the moment, they are slightly down by 0.24% at $52.71. So that's about the crypto markets, overall financial markets, if we talk about. Moving on, guys, I always tell you, like, based on your risk appetite and capital is what you are going to choose the kind of cryptocurrency that suits your profile, because not every crypto is made for everyone, not every type of investment is made for everyone. Having worked into the financial industry for about 14 years, and my experience into directly advising on to the different type of products and dealing with different kind of customers, one thing what I have realized, and I've really come across, and as a true, experience throughout my journey, is that not everyone basically is a risk taker. Not everyone likes to take too much of risk. Not everyone likes, some are like medium risk takers, some are basically low risk takers. If you talk about me as a person, myself, I am also a, person who do not like to take risk, that kind of a risk, like, too high risk. I'm a medium risk taker. So in the world of crypto, so having said that in traditional markets, do we have like in like different kind of products that are based on capital, that are based on risk. So are the products in crypto markets, where basically some of the cryptos which you see are based on the risk appetite. So if you are somebody who are on a low risk side, then basically all the stable coins are the choice for you. So basically Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, XRP, anything you count on this. Maybe Solana can come into a low cap, medium risk kind of a category, but all these stable cryptocurrencies can be part of the low risk, where they are stable and low risk kind of categories, and you can look for investing into this. The movement in this might be slightly on the low side as well. The volatility as compared to the other cryptos can also be on a lower side, but yes, on if you are looking for more safer options, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB can be the choice. Coming to the medium type of risk takers like you guys, what you should be investing, or what you can basically look for, is like in the mid caps, zones. Okay, something which is in the growing phase right now. So if in stock markets also, if you guys invest, you all know that the ones which are in the multi cap or the mid cap categories are the one which are highly volatile, and they are the ones which are in the growing phase. So those are the cryptos which can give you that edge of little volatility, as well as a bit of better returns, as compared to the more low risk category kind of cryptos. So in that category, you can always take Solana, XRP for that matter, and Sui can be in that Chainlink, Avalanche. These all are low cap category, cryptos which you can go for, and you can invest into that. Somebody who is looking for very low capital kind of categories, then again here there's a conflict between low capital and low risk as well. So basically, you will have to see what suits best. So I have given you that option too yesterday. There is Hedera that you can, look for. Stella is what something you can look for. VeChain is something that you can look for. Jupiter is also one of the options, and XRP, Sui for that matter. They are all low capital, cryptocurrencies, and they do have good amount of volatility. So you can definitely look for, options to invest into this. So I can see a question from user 425773. He says withdrawal problem. I want withdrawal now. So my dear, can I ask you to share your details in the, like UID or something, and, your screenshots in my Telegram channel so that I can forward your request to my customer service team so that they can look into it. So, so that we can resolve your question. I don't know, is this Mr. Jack Sparrow whom I'm speaking to, or is it because there are two customers, there were two people who were continuously having withdrawal problems. So what is your name, my dear? 425773. Can I know your name, UID, or whatever details I can get from you so that I can share your details with my customer service team, and they will look into your question. So I think there was somebody who has I don't remember the name, but somebody who has basically changed their password in recent time. So I gave you the response to that. It takes about 48 hours for you to, be able to do the withdrawal. So just wait until the time lapses, and then you can basically start withdrawing, guys. Let me tell you, there are some terms and conditions. So you just don't get free lunches in this world. So understand this fact. When you get onto the platform and you're basically getting a reward, which is a free reward or a free crypto, you just can't withdraw it without, having to do any kind of activity. You need to deposit funds and you need to start trading so that you will be able to, get that reward alongside your profits that you're going to make on the platform. So you get the chance to 5x or 100x also your crypto, free crypto. But all you need to do is take the step towards first starting your crypto journey with us. Like you can do spot trading, futures trading, that totally depends on you. So if you make profit and alongside that reward gets added to your kitty or your wallet, and that is what you can keep it for yourself. It gets added to your assets, overall assets, and then you can keep that for yourself. But in case you just deposit, you just register, you get the free crypto and you're trying to withdraw it, it's not going to happen. It's not, the system is not going to allow us to do that. So please understand this. Hi user 393837, welcome to the stream. Guys, whenever you enter the stream, I would want you guys to tell your names instead of me referring you with your names. It's a bit difficult to always say user A, B, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So please tell me your names the moment you enter into the cryptocurrency. Sorry, when you enter into the stream, guys. That's what I'm expecting, please. Because it's a bit easier for me to talk to you guys by referring to your names and to, referring to your issues or your questions or your complaints, grievances, anything that you want to see. So, user 393837, would you like to tell me your name, please? Can I know your name? And if you've got any kind of question or any kind of, like right now, if you have any problem, anything, you can definitely let me know. Okay. So guys, as I was telling you, our platform is the most easiest platform that you can come across. It has a very easiest user interface that you can see. The desktop version of it is also very easy, nice. You have seen it yourself. So just a sec, I have some message in. Guys, I am not understanding one thing. when I am live, why don't you guys talk to me live? You guys send me messages in, the community, which kind of gives me like I have to toggle between so many screens at one point in time, and I really don't, I have to actually switch here and there. It's better we stick to the live stream when we are live. Okay, I understand when I'm not live, you can always, talk to me offline also if you have any problems or you want to discuss your trading journey or your trading, whatever, however it is going on, you want to discuss anything, you can do that offline. But when I'm live, better to talk to me, while I'm live actually. So keep the conversation in one place so that we can, talk face to face. Like you ask me a question in the stream and I can answer you directly in the stream itself, so that there's no confusion and everything what you ask is clarified then and there itself. So guys, let's keep that let's keep our life simple. Okay, already life is very very difficult, life is very very, it is a life itself is a roller coaster ride. Let's not make our crypto journey a roller coaster ride. We know that prices of crypto basically does, go for a roller coaster ride. But let's keep our crypto journey basically, like whenever we are trading, we are doing whatever simple activities on the platform. Let's keep that simple and in simplest manner so that we all can actually follow each other and, make a lot of profits. That's what my expectation is. And whenever I'm getting into the stream, my whole intention is to keep these conversations in the most easiest language. Guys, in the starting phases, you do not need to know too many things to be able to, start your crypto, like, journey, spot trading, futures trading. There are so many terms, terms and jargons and a lot of concepts and things like that. But it can be made simple depending on how you want to basically learn this and how you want to make your life simple. Like trading can be simpler too. It is not rocket science for sure. So it all depends on how you are, how am I articulating to you, and then how you are understanding about the things. Okay. So, Mr. Siddiq, I think, what is your name? Hold on for a second. Muhammad Siddiq Ansari. Muhammad Siddiq sorry, sorry, Muhammad Sadiq Ansari. How can I help you? Please tell me. One more thing, guys. One very important thing. I finished the streaming by 8 p.m. Dubai time. Some of you kind of sends me messages in Telegram group, or some of you give me calls after my office hours. It may or may not be possible for me always to answer to your questions, because once I'm done with my shift, I may or may not be available. So in case of any kind of, like some technical issues which you are facing, maybe in the application you're getting stuck somewhere, reach out to the customer service directly on the application. You do have this option here where basically you can get onto the Zbit platform, and on the top right corner you can see, I'll show you right now, you can see this on the top right corner, sorry, here, not right, yeah, beside the notification button, you have this option here to be able to connect with the customer service team directly. While yes, while I am live, you can always talk to me and share your problems or things like that. That is also okay. But once I'm done out after 8 o'clock, if you would like to get in touch with them, you can talk to the customer service team directly, because they are available 24/7 for you only. Perhaps I might not be available, but yes, my team is there to handle your questions, your technical issues, or somewhere you're getting stuck, your money not getting deposited, or your withdrawals not happening. Whatever be the case, reach out to them directly. The option is available on the platform. Okay. You need not worry, even if I don't answer you after 8 o'clock because my shift is over. So reach out to them directly and share with them whatever you have the problems, and we will be handling all your questions and your queries. So moving on to the next topic, a lot of you, when you guys are starting out, you guys keep on asking me this question that what is that crypto that we can invest into, which crypto we should invest, or what is the good option that we can look for, top gems, top altcoins, top whatever. So let me first take you through a very important question, which is the top stable coins right now on the screen. Like you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, XRP. For some reason, they are always my favorite, and they are always going to be my favorite, because I am not myself, I'm not a meme coin investor or a trader, or I'm not into any other crypto. So I myself trade into it, and I only preach something which I follow. So I'm not somebody who preaches something else and follows something else. So this is something which I totally believe in, because the strong fundamentals play a massive role when you're investing into. So people of all ages, I know some of you guys are like just starting out your careers. You guys are like very, very young people, like 18, 19 years of age. Some of you are mid age, like in your 20s or 30s. Some of you might even be above your 40s or 50s. So each category of age, and each category of age has different risk appetite for sure. So being in the financial industry for so long, and having having to curate different types of product for different kind of age groups or different kind of people based on their risk appetite or the capital, one thing that I have obviously understood is that it is like everybody has to have their own type of product, so that fits well into their financial goals. So if you are somebody who wants to hodl, who wants to invest for a long term investment option, or for that matter leave aside hodling or investing for long term option also, you can always look into trading into these stable cryptocurrencies, which can be part of your watch list, or your part of your positions that you can take. So Bitcoin can also be the option. Bitcoin, now some of you might have this question, ma'am, I don't have that kind of capital, how can I trade in like Bitcoin? Is like so expensive, 109,000, who will afford it? Ethereum, how can I afford it? It's 4,000. BNB, it's 971. So like you guys will have this question. So to answer to that question, it's an easy way. You don't have to put in all your money out there. So there are definitely two options out there. Either you do spot trading, where you put all your money and you get the chance to basically buy that crypto with your own money. But because it is a riskier affair and nobody would like to risk that kind of money, so if you don't want to do that, the other option is you get onto the futures trading, where you can take a smallest of the smallest position, even with $1, $2, $5 for that matter. Use leverage option, which is basically the leverage is given by the exchange platform. In this case, Zbit is going to offer you leverage. You yourself has seen it on the platform, where leverage is offered up to 75x. Here you can see, I think not 75, 125x. I think, just let me log into the platform first. So as a beginner trader, should you take 75x? Should you take 100x? Should you take 125x? That's a question. So the answer is definitely no. So leverage can only be taken up to 2 to 3%, especially for the beginner traders, or maximum to the 5%, 5x for the beginner traders, because you do not know how it is. So until you burn your hands yourself, you're not going to realize what you're getting into it. So I wouldn't say you should be taking 20x, 100x, 50x, this x, that x. No, take only 2 to 3%, which you can manage to afford. Like you can, if you think you can afford to lose even 100x and it's not a matter for you, go ahead with it. There's nothing wrong in it. Even as a beginner trader, you have like hell lot of money, just go ahead with even 100x for that matter. But in the initial phases, it's better to avoid such kind of situations, because we don't want you to lose money, we want you to make money. So make smart decisions, do calculative risk, okay, do calculations properly, fit your calculations properly, do calculative, get into calculative risk, and then get into the trade. So hold on for a second, I'm going to log into the platform right now, and I'll show you what are the different types of options available to you, and how you can use the platform for various things. So even if you are willing to take a position in Ethereum for that matter, because Ethereum is trading at $4,000, yes, you can do so, and that is very much possible. with just $5, $10 for that matter, taking a leverage out there. So there is nothing that is not possible in this industry. Everything is possible. All you need to know is that you have some money in your pocket, and that's how you can actually proceed with such kind of things. Hold on for a second. I'm going to log into my platform and show you the different kind of margins that you can apply. So there are two different types of margins that you can use on this platform. One is the isolated margin, which you can use, all right? And there is something called cross margin. Okay, so can you see it on the screen right now? There is cross margin, there is isolated margin. If you do not understand what it is, the literal meaning of it is present on the platform itself. So see how beautifully Zbit has carved this for you. Like, it has made your life so easy that it has given you the information, the definition itself. So even if you do not understand what the cross margin or the isolated margin means, that information is very much available to you on the platform itself. So cross margin, now I'm on the screen of isolated. So isolated does say some balance is allocated to the isolated account. When isolated balance is below maintenance margin, the isolated positions will be liquidated. In this mode, margin balance can be increased or decreased. Now, what does it mean? It means that the wallet money which you're keeping in your pockets, that can be added or it can be withdrawn, which means you can keep on adding margin in the sense, in your deposit wallet, in your futures wallet, you can keep on adding money. Okay, but what kind of leverage you want to use is something you have to set it yourself. Now, because there is difference between isolated and cross margins here, understand this thing, that isolated margin will use only that much margin which you have set for a single crypto. For an example, you've taken a leverage of say about 5x on Ethereum. Like, you wanted to take a position in Ethereum, you took a leverage of 5x, and you just used isolated margin in that. So whatever balance is lying in your futures wallet up to that 5x level, only on Ethereum will be getting used in the isolated margin. Now, coming to the cross margin, how does it differ from the isolated margin is basically, if you have taken multiple positions, say you took a position in Ethereum, you took position in Solana, you took position in XRP. Now you have 3 positions, and basically you have say something like $500 lying in your futures wallet. So when you choose cross margin out here or cross leverage, basically whenever the position requires, for example, if in case you want to safeguard that position and you do not want the position to be liquidated, so to keep that position alive, the margin or the leverage that it will use will be diversified in the 3 from the 3 of them. So suppose one of them is making negative returns, then the position of the other positions margin or the cross margin will be used in the other one. The wallet money what you have is simply getting used among the 3. In this case, it's not just restricted to one, it will be scattering towards all of them depending on what the position is going towards, whether you have taken a long position or you've taken a short position. Whatever be the case, if the position requires, in order to safeguard the position, the leverage will be divided or scattered or will be used among all the 3 of them. So they are not isolated themselves. In this case, it is like if Ethereum is completely getting into losses and your speculation didn't turn out to be correct, then the position might get liquidated in case of isolated margin by just utilizing how much ever leverage you took it. But in case of cross margin, it's going to keep up the positions until unless you either add the margin into the category or in the wallet, or until it either gets until it completely exhausts, or until basically the liquidation position arrives. So this is how it is basically differing, and this is what is the beauty of futures trading is all about. So people who have very limited capitals, people who have very limited money to invest, you can still go for futures trading. Here you do not get the chance to basically buy the crypto itself. You're buying contracts here, which are having expiry dates. In the sense, you're not getting into the real expiry dates. In the sense, this based on whatever speculation you have done, if you are taking a long position assuming that the price is going to go up, then if the your speculation turns out to be true, then basically you will be earning profits along with the margin or along with the leverage that you've taken. Or if you take a short position assuming that the price is going to go down, you can still make profits with the leverage you have taken, and you can still be at a profitable position. So this is what the beauty of futures trading is all about. You can open a long, open a short, you can close a long, close a short, whatever you want to do, you have the liberty to do here. Other than that, there are some three different types of orders. I think I have reiterated this in my previous session too, but I'll repeat it. We are very much aware of how the limit orders and market orders work, whether it is in the spot trading zone or in the futures trading zone. The limit orders and market orders are more or less same, but the only difference between the futures trading and the spot trading is the trigger order. That's a only order which is slightly different in futures trading. Now, what's the difference between the two? Sorry, not what's the difference in what's the difference between trigger order and the limit and market order is the trigger order. You have the will only sit in the order books as and when that trigger price hits, and then the market the order starts showing in the order book only at that point in time when the trigger price hits there. Like in limit order, you set a price thinking that the price is going to go down. Like you're taking a long you think you're taking a long position, but you want to buy it more cheaper than what it is currently trading at. So if the market price right now is at what is the market price? It is basically, for example, no, okay, I don't want to open this. I'll open Ethereum, for example. So the current market price of Ethereum is $4,020. So you think that price is going to go further down. Maybe you want to buy it at 4,000. You put the limit order at 4,000. So in this scenario, also in the trigger order, you can continue to do that, which is good, which you can definitely do. So, but the moment limit order gets placed, it shows in the order book and it sits like after the market order gets all filled. The next option which the system picks up is the limit orders. So limit orders, even before they are sitting into the books, but then trigger orders only sits into the books when basically that price will hit that level which you are looking for. So if you are looking for, say, $4,000, until unless the price hits, that is not going to show in the order book. They're not even existing for that matter until unless that price actually reaches that level. So you can buy whatever size you have. So if in case you have the size is like 10%, so whatever the amount you have in the wallet, you want to use 10% of it, you can use it 20%, 50%, or whatever you can use. Put a take profit and stop loss depending on what position you're taking. If whether it's a long position, you're taking a short position, put the stop losses, put the take profit things, everything you can do here. Just a sec, guys, hold on for a second. Two seconds. I'm going to continue the topic. Yeah. So as I was telling you, so the leverage, sorry, not the leverage. So the 10%, 20%, 50%, or whatever amount you have it in the wallet, you can use that to take your positions, and you can put your take profit and stop losses. In the advanced options, we do have only partial orders here, which means that if in case you're putting a futures trade of something in which basically your the whatever, for example, hypothetically imagine like you want to buy 5 Ethereum at a price at the current market price. So not current market price, say $4,000. So if in case there is no available seller at the moment to offer you the same kind of whatever you are looking for. For example, you are looking for 5 Ethereum at $4,000. So if there is nobody to basically offer you that, in that scenario, your order will only get partially filled, which means if in the market, if there is only one person who is like selling 2 Ethereum at say $4,000, but three of them are still not, you are not able to find the basically you're not able to find the seller for yourself, so then you will not be able to execute that order. So that order gets partially filled in that scenario, and that is how the order gets triggered. Like if possible, either the order can get filled, or it might, like partial order might get filled right now, and then the half of it might get filled at a later time. Or if the exchanges, they are serious, like still they're not able to find it, there might be a, in a rare case scenario, the order might get cancelled also, maybe it might get filled partially, and then you'll have to wait for the other half to get filled at a later time, which is one thing. Or second thing, if it's like getting too late for you to get that order filled, maybe you yourself will cancel it, or the exchange platform will cancel the order because they're not able to find a seller for you, although you are ready to buy it, but they are not able to find a seller for you, so that will be a partial order. So these are the various terms and various options available in the spot and the futures trading. So spot trading is very simple, and there is like not much of it in spot trading. But yes, in the futures you do have one extra thing, which is like one option only, which is extra. Other than that, all the other things do remain same. So that's all, the differences. And now once you know how to go about, where to go about, what to do, what not to do, this is where you start your thing. As I told you, based on your risk appetite and all, you can choose your different types of cryptocurrencies. I'll take you through why you should be investing in the stable coins and not in any other cryptocurrencies or in the meme coins or things like that, because there are various reasons to it. Of course, Bitcoin, it has its own pros and cons. Ethereum has its own pros and cons. BNB, Solana, XRP, every crypto has its own pros and cons. So first is Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the first and the most popular cryptocurrency. It has strong trust. It is a stabilized cryptocurrency, so definitely it is trusted by like people across the globe. So if there is any crypto that you should invest, even with the smallest of the capital and taking a little bit of leverage, then Bitcoin can be a choice in the most stable cryptocurrencies that we can talk about, because it's been there for a decade or a more. And something which has stabilized for a period of time, like about a decade or something, is something you should always have it in your wallet or in your kitty, because that's not going to go anywhere. Because Bitcoin dominance right now, even on the charts right now, you can see 57.8% is where it is standing at the moment. So can you think of it even like vanishing, just like it, like the way some scam coins or some like how the meme coins, they just go for those pump and dump schemes, suddenly like pumps and then they disappear for some reason. Can you even imagine Bitcoin having to go through all of that? I don't think the answer for that is like definitely no, because Bitcoin has definitely gained a lot of trust and momentum and whatnot over a period of time and over a decade or more. So it's not going to go anywhere. It is definitely going to stay. So it's the most safest option for that matter, with strong trust. And it is very, very liquid. Now, one of the key factors, what really matters whenever you're choosing your crypto, is there are few very important features which you need to have it in mind. And what are those? They are, of course, when we talk about any crypto, the major feature that you should be looking for is the liquidity. Now, what do you mean by liquidity? Liquidity in this sense means having many buyers and sellers for it. So if a crypto is not very much popular or not very much demanded or does not have too many buyers or sellers, then when you buy or sell something, your money is going to get stuck for a longer period of time, because you'll be like stuck because of the order you place, and you might not find right kind of a buyer or seller for your transaction. So in that scenario, what do we want? We want something which has good liquidity, where immediately we place an order, then we get a buyer or a seller, and then we are able to execute our order. That is what we want. So Bitcoin falls into the category where it is very liquid, easy to buy and sell anytime. जैसे कोई भी एक लिक्विड टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट हो गया, लाइक इवन इन दैट केस स्टॉक मार्केट में जो स्टॉक्स होते हैं या वेरी लिक्विड म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं, द वे यू हैव लाइक यू नो द buyers and sellers in the primary or the secondary market in the stock markets also, the same way it is for Bitcoin. So that's why you should be considering Bitcoin as the option. So another thing which I keep repeating and I keep telling, that Bitcoin is called the digital gold which can be hedged against inflation. यानी अगर inflation चढ़ता हुआ नजर आता है तो basically a lot of time basically people like to get into Bitcoin and they like to invest into Bitcoin because that's the safest way, and because it's also a riskier product but gives good returns, so people like to hedge it. अभी हेजिंग का एक सेकेंड होल्ड ऑन, हेजिंग का मैंने आपको कल भी थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेप्ट समझाया था एंड आई विल टेल यू a little more about it and what it means. Okay, basically we know that markets are never the same. They are never the same. They are always fluctuating. And the economies also, they go up, down, kuch to kuch hote rehta hai in the market. So there is never like, you know, a stable market, or it's not always going smooth and everything. So ऐसे में sometimes what happens is like we are, although we might be like very proficient in taking technical analysis, doing right kind of technical analysis, and we are getting all the good results possible, but sometimes it does happen कि कोई uncertainty की वजह से basically आपने कोई गलत पोजीशन ले ली हो जिसकी वजह से आपका यू नो पोजीशन गलत हो गई, लाइक योर स्पेकुलेशन हैज गॉन रॉन्ग. So in order to safeguard yourself or to mitigate the risk of whatever wrong decision you have taken, hedging plays a very very important role. So some of the people, ये एक टॉपिक में सेपरेटली इसके ऊपर भी बातचीत करना चाहती थी, but then now that it has come into this context, let me just tell you how does hedging work, and you can use this too while you're trading because this can be a very game changer for all you guys. It can be like a very beautiful strategy जहां पे आपको लगता है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने यू डिड योर बेस्टेस्ट ऑफ द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस एंड यू टुक अ ट्रेड एंड यू लाइक टू श्योर, हाँ ठीक है मेरा मार्केट का भी my decision is going to be right, I'm going to make profits. अगर आपने मतलब जो भी पोजीशन लियो, फॉर एग्जांपल लॉन्ग पोजीशन लियो या फिर आपने शॉर्ट पोजीशन लियो, जो भी लियो, आपने जो स्पेक्यूलेट किया, यू आर 100% श्योर दैट इज गोइंग टू गो अप और डाउन डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर स्पेक्यूलेशन. सो बट होता यह है कि उसके टोटली ऑपोजिट हो जाता है. तो ऐसे में हाउ यू कैन सेफगार्ड योर पोजीशन इज लाइक यू टेक अनदर पोजीशन इन अ मे बी इन द सेम मार्केट. फ्यूचर्स मार्केट में ही लेना चाहते हो, फ्यूचर्स में लो, या फिर आप स्पॉट मार्केट में अपना दूसरा एक क्या कहते हैं एक पोजीशन लेना चाहते हो. अगर जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल फ्यूचर्स में आपने बीटीसी पे शॉर्ट ले रखा हो तो आप इसको हेज कर सकते हो एज अगेंस्ट इन द स्पॉट मार्केट और इवन इन फॉर दैट केस इन द फ्यूचर्स मार्केट ऑल्सो बाय टेकिंग अ लॉन्ग पोजिशन फॉर द सेम क्रिप्टो. या नहीं तो ऐसे में कई लोग ऐसा भी करते हैं कि अगर बीटीसी में फॉर एग्जांपल पोजीशन ले रखी हो तो शॉर्ट की पोजीशन ले रखी हो और उनको डाउट है कि नहीं वहां पे लॉसेस होने के चांसेस है, तो फिर यहाँ पर बेसिकली एट द सेम टाइम दे ट्राई टू टेक अ पोजीशन इन इथेरियम विद अ ऑपोजिट स्ट्रेटेजी ऑल टुगेदर सो दैट दे कैन मिटिगेट द रिस्क. या तो सेम क्रिप्टो में भी सेम टू डिफरेंट पोजीशंस लाइक शॉर्ट एंड लॉन्ग के लेकर आप सेम मार्केट्स में हेजिंग कर सकते हो, या फिर आप कोई और क्रिप्टो में भी पोजीशन लेकर अपने रिस्क को कैपिटल को जो रिस्क होता है उसको कम करने के लिए इस स्ट्रेटेजी का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. लाइक सम सी गाइस, ये सुनने में इतना एक्साइटिंग और इजी तो लगता है पर करने में बहुत डिफिकल्ट भी होता है. अगर आपको मार्केट की टाइमिंग करने नहीं आती है ना, इट्स नॉट सो इजी, इट्स नॉट कप ऑफ टी फॉर श्योर. तो इतना अंडरस्टैंड करें कि इट्स नॉट लाइक इट माइट साउंड इजी द वे आई एम टेलिंग यू, बट इट्स नॉट सो इजी बिकॉज यू हैव टू टाइम टू मार्केट्स एट द सेम टाइम इन द सेंस कि दो क्रिप्टोज को या फिर दो जो मार्केट्स में आप हेजिंग कर रहे हो या आप आर्बिट्राज कर रहे हो या जो भी आप लाइक टेकिंग अप रिस्कियर पोजीशन या बाय either shorting and buying and things like that, then you have to be लाइक ऑन योर टोज एंड ऑन योर टिप्स एंड योर फिंगर्स एंड लाइक ऐसे आपको मतलब फटाक फटाक से चीजें करनी पड़ेगी। हो सकता है कि विद इन स्कैल्पिंग में विद इन 5 मिनट्स 10 मिनट्स में भी शायद आपको लाइक प्रॉफिट हो जाए, या फिर इट माइट टेक couple of hours to minutes or whatever. So you have to be on the tip of your fingers to be able to do such kind of things, and you have to be like really proficient. So don't get into something which you totally do not understand and try again, एक में नुकसान करते करते हो सकता है आपने इसमें दोनों में भी नुकसान कर लिया, और ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है। तो प्लीज ये एक रिस्कियर चीज है, सुनने में अच्छा लगता है लेकिन जरूरी नहीं कि बेसिकली ये आपके लिए वर्क करे। Until unless you keep practicing on the dummy accounts or you keep practicing on demo accounts and you're sure like हाँ मेरे predictions सही जा रहे हैं, मेरे analysis सही जा रही है, तभी जाकर दोनों पोजीशन लें। क्योंकि हो सकता है दोनों में प्रिडिक्शन ली हो आपने हेजिंग करने के लिए और दोनों में भी गलत निकल गए, तो फिर तो मतलब वाट लग गई, राइट? हमारी तो बिल्कुल पूरी तरीके से कंप्लीटली वाट लग गई। इट्स लाइक दैट। सो डोंट डू दैट एंड डोंट फॉल इनटू ऑल ऑफ दिस। So you do a bit of demo account and do a bit of more practice शायद उसके बाद अच्छे से proficient हो जाओगे, तब ऐसे न्यू चीजों को, न्यू फंडों को इस्तेमाल करना। Some of the professional traders also take advantage of arbitrage. I think this is a very common term in stock market also. If you have been trading in stock market, तो arbitrage करके एक terminology से काफी आप लोग come across करते होंगे, and that's also somewhere similar to hedging. तो arbitrage, the only difference between hedging and arbitrage is के hedging में you can take position in same crypto with both long and sell position and you can like mitigate the risk. Whereas in arbitrage होता ये है कि जैसे for example अगर मैं इसको स्टॉक मार्केट की भाषा में बताऊं, तो जैसे इंडिया में जैसे बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज मार्केट हो गया, एक बीएससी है, एक एनएससी है जो कि नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज। तो अगर आपको लगता है कि बेसिक बिकॉज देर इज ऑलवेज एटलीस्ट $1 $2 $3 डिफरेंस हमेशा रहता है between the prices of stock markets and even between the price of any crypto exchanges also. जैसे अभी अगर आप लाइव खोल के देखोगे ना कि कॉइन बेस का प्राइस जो भी अगर इथीरियम का चल रहा हो वो बाइनेंस के प्राइस से कभी मैच नहीं करेगा। एटलीस्ट $1 $2 का तो मिनिमम आपको ना डिफरेंस नजर आएगा ही आएगा। तो हर क्रिप्टो एक्सचेंज में ना आपको ये डिफरेंस नजर आता है। तो अक्सर जो प्रोफेशनल टाइप के जो ट्रेडर्स होते हैं ना, वो क्या करते हैं, ऐसी काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशंस का फायदा उठाते हुए दे बेसिकली गेट ऑन टू 2 डिफरेंट एक्सचेंजेस। यानी मैंने एक पोजीशन ले ली है इथीरियम पे, अगर मुझे लगता है कि बाइनेंस पे बेसिकली इथीरियम बिक रहा है 4025 पे और मैं देख रही हूँ कि कॉइन बेस पे इथीरियम बिक रहा है 4027 पे, तो मैंने 4025 पे यहाँ पे खरीद लिया और मैं इधर जाके 4027 पर इधर मैंने बेच दिया। तो इसको आर्बिट्राज बोलते हैं कि एक एक्सचेंज पे सस्ते से खरीद लिया और दूसरे वाले एक्सचेंज पे जाके महंगे में बेच दिया। तो दिस इज व्हाट आर्बिट्राज इज ऑल अबाउट एंड दिस इज व्हाट you can also take advantage of. Some of them might allow, there might be some restrictions of the jurisdiction, restrictions of the crypto exchange platforms and whatnot. You need to check it out because some may allow, some may not allow. ये सारी चीजें आपको थोड़ी सी देखनी पड़ेगी। जैसे अगर आपको फॉर एग्जांपल अभी आपने देखा कि ज़ीबिट के प्लेटफॉर्म पे एनी क्रिप्टो बहुत सस्ते में बिक रही है, ओके, तो वो आपने सस्ते में यहाँ खरीद लिया और आपने जाके समझो बाइनेंस पे आपने उसको महंगे में बेच लिया, तो still you get the chance to kind of make profits, right? It's not just about trading within the exchange itself. You can actually use the difference between the two trades and then make this, and it can be a vice versa also. जैसे बाइनेंस पे आपने देखा सस्ते में मिल रहा था, बाइनेंस से सस्ते में खरीदा, ज़ीबिट पे आए आप, आपके ज़ीबिट पे आपने उसको महंगे में बेच दिया और आपने प्रॉफिट कमा लिया। तो these are the various ways. आर्बिट्राज एक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है, a lot of traders use it, and then hedging also a lot of people do it. तो ये स्ट्रैटेजीज को डिफरेंट टाइमिंग एंड डिफरेंट वेज से इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। सो दैट इज हाउ यू डू इट टू। आई कैन सी मैसेज, कौन है ये, 616618। हाउ विल आई विड्रॉ, व्हाट इज इट, हाउ विल आई विड्रॉ? या गाइस आप लोग ऐसे आधे अधूरे कमेंट्स क्यों लिखते हैं जो मुझे समझ में नहीं आती? हाउ विल आई विड्रॉ मतलब क्या? व्हाट यू वांट टू विड्रॉ? यू वांट टू विड्रॉ योर मनी फ्रॉम द वॉलेट, यू वांट टू विड्रॉ रिवॉर्ड्स, यू वांट टू, क्या क्या कहना चाहते हो? ये क्लियरली कुछ समझाओ तो फिर हम आगे कुछ बोल सकते हैं, राइट? हाउ विल आई विड्रॉ? विड्रॉवल का प्रोसीजर guys, I think in the group also there is like the guidance which is going on getting shared. I think you guys should follow that in order to withdraw, क्योंकि थोड़े टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस भी हैं. अगर आप लोग बेसिकली सिर्फ डिपॉजिट करके विड्रॉ कर लेते हो विदाउट हैविंग टू डू ट्रेडिंग और एनीथिंग, there are some terms and conditions apply to it, guys, so please follow those, क्योंकि आपका अकाउंट फॉर unnecessary reasons फ्लैग हो सकता है, फ्रीज हो सकता है, एंड काइंड ऑफ गेट्स इनटू द स्क्रूटिनी एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर के सारे रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करें. आई नो यू वांट टू प्ले स्मार्ट, के रिवॉर्ड्स आते हैं तो रिवॉर्ड्स को विड्रॉ करने का सोचते हैं, बट गाइस ट्रस्ट मी, नथिंग कम्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. तो अगर आपको रिवॉर्ड्स भी मिलते हैं तो यू हैव टू बेसिकली यूज दैट रिवॉर्ड टू ट्रेड इन दी platform. Then only if you make profits you get the chance to keep that reward, because we are offering you that one time free crypto so that you can use our platform and just not withdraw the rewards and just exit the platform. This is not how it works. So please comply to the rules and regulations that are there are some terms and conditions to everything. कोई भी रिवॉर्ड के लिए, कोई भी विड्रॉवल के लिए कुछ there are some rules and regulations. Do follow it so that you don't fall into the category जहां पे अकाउंट आपका unnecessary freeze हो जाए. alright, तो I think I am able to answer to you. अगर आपको और कुछ क्लियरली मुझे बोलना हो, यूजर 616618 क्लियरली आपको मुझे कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछ सकते हो. अदर देन दैट आई थिंक आई एम एबल टू आंसर टू योर क्वेश्चन. आई एम मूविंग ऑन टू द topic now. So like I was telling you, Bitcoin being the most strong and trustworthy crypto that we have, very liquid, easy to buy and sell anytime. It is often seen as digital gold is what we basically tell. मतलब इसको digital gold भी कहा जाता है, and it is used as hedging against inflation. तो जब मार्केट में प्राइसेस बढ़ते हुए नजर आते हैं, लोग अक्सर बिटकॉइन को खरीद लेते हैं बिकॉज इट्स अ रिस्कियर एसेट एंड देन इट डज हैव सम काइंड ऑफ स्टेबिलिटी एंड द प्राइसेस टेंड टू गो अप. तो दे विल हेज दिस अगेंस्ट इन्फ्लेशन. जब भी महंगाई से बचना चाहते हैं लोग, महंगाई को compete करना चाहते हैं, तो बेसिकली पीपल ट्राई टू बाय बिटकॉइन इन दैट सिनेरियो. तो यू कैन डू टू, एंड दैट कैन बी अ very good option for you. As we actually talk about whether there are good pros and whether if something has like advantages to it, there will always be disadvantages as well. So in this scenario for Bitcoin, the only few disadvantages what I can talk about is there is very slow transaction speed. Like it's Bitcoin payments are usually very very slow फॉर एवरीडे पेमेंट्स. तो एक ये इशू बहुत देखने को मिलता है और बहुत मार्केट में इन सारी चीजों के बारे में बहुत चर्चा रहता है. तो इट माइट नॉट बी लाइक वेरी ग्रेट विथ ट्रांजैक्शन स्पीड, एंड बिकॉज सेकेंड ड्रॉबैक या सेकेंड डिसएडवांटेज इसका ये हो सकता है कि इट कैन बी एन एक्सपेंसिव coin, expensive per coin, because there is high entry cost if you are buying full BTC. यानी अगर full BTC खरीदते हो तो यानी यार $109 इतने डॉलर किसके पास होते हैं, राइट? तो $109 is what basically 109,397 अभी तो ये चल रहा है. तो the entry cost can be like very very expensive. So this is why basically we do not encourage के इसको like खरीद सकते हैं या खरीदने की अगर कैपेसिटी हो तो खरीदे, नहीं हो तो it can be a very expensive affair. Other than that, price is volatile and big swings are very much possible in this. तो इसमें होता ये है कि प्राइस कभी कभी बहुत वॉलेटाइल हो जाता है एंड द बिग स्विंग्स कीप हैपनिंग, क्योंकि इसमें वेल मूवमेंट इतना ज्यादा है ना कि बेसिकली यू विल सी दैट द प्राइस इज लाइक गोइंग वे टू मच. अभी जस्ट अबाउट आई थिंक इन 2 days मैं आपको कल मैं आपको बिटकॉइन का थोड़ा सा प्राइस मूवमेंट दिखा रही थी. जस्ट अबाउट इन 24 hours इतनी लंबी छलांग मारी है ना बिटकॉइन ने, ऑलमोस्ट आई थिंक 111 से सीधा सीधा 109 या 108 पे गिर गई थी। तो इतनी बड़ी छलांग उसने मारी, तो दिस इज समथिंग विच इज लाइक वेरी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल एंड वेरी 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 अनसर्टेन। एंड ऐसे में अगर आप एज अ स्मॉल रिटेल ट्रेडर आप एक पोजिशन लेते हो, कैन बी अ वेरी मैसिव लॉस फॉर यू, बिकॉज वेल मूवमेंट्स हद से ज्यादा है और वेल मूवमेंट्स प्राइस को बहुत ज्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस करती है, and there's a lot of market manipulation that keeps happening in this particular crypto. So you have to be like really cautious in case you decide to get into bitcoin. Even if you're taking a leverage position, you have to be like very very careful in terms of how you leverage it, at what time, what position, how much amount, and things like that. So you have to be careful when you're getting into it, because trust me, it's going to be very risky, given that it's all about market manipulation. All right. So, guys, with that, I'm actually taking a small 5 to 10 minutes of break, and I'll continue talking about all the cryptocurrency, all the other cryptocurrency that we're supposed to talk about. And then we'll also get into some bit of technical analysis and see how we can do technical analysis, what levels we can get into, what are the different indicators that we are going to use, and a lot more other topics that we will cover in the next 2 to 3 hours of session that we have. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in next 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll discuss a lot more other things. Guys, whenever you enter the live stream room, please share your name. Please do this a favor for me so that I can refer you guys with names. And also, if you have any queries, do share your UIDs or things like that, ताकि हम जो भी आपके questions हो या queries हो, to the respective teams, we can forward it and they can take care of your things. Okay. So stay tuned, and I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes of break. So sorry guys, so I'm back. And yeah, so as we were talking about different types of cryptocurrencies and what are the options available to each one of us, um, as investors, as traders or day traders. Okay, so moving on to next, category. We were talking about Bitcoin on this file. Now we'll be talking about Ethereum. I think some of the things, basically, guys, as we keep going and we keep streaming every day, kind of like is our repetitive topics also, repetitive things also. So it's fine because, ultimately what really matters is, you understand some of the basic things behind and then, start your crypto journey. That's all we are expecting you to do. So moving on to the next option, which is the Ethereum. Why or why not? Why? What are the pros or the cons of investing or trading in Ethereum? Is good or bad for us? So first of all, first important advantage of investing into Ethereum is basically because it supports smart contracts. It There are so many apps and DeFi with basically decentralized finance which run on Ethereum. So that's why Ethereum is one of the very good options that we can look for if you want to basically trade into it, or you want to even hodl for that matter. Ethereum is a very good choice, honestly speaking. Then there is second thing is it has a big developer community. So constant updates and improvements keep happening on Ethereum platform. So like recently, I think just about like a couple of days ago, I was telling you guys about the Fusaka upgrade. So there are so many developments and upgrades that keep happening on that ecosystem. So that makes that particular crypto stand out for sure. So one first and foremost reason is definitely because it supports smart contracts. There are so many apps, DeFi, decentralized finance that gets developed or built on it. That's why it is one of the crucial or one of the important cryptocurrencies that we can look for. Another thing is it does have a big developer community, so there is constant updates and improvements on the ecosystem that keeps happening. So that also makes it a very unique cryptocurrency to be able to trade and to invest into. And the third thing is Ethereum 2.0 upgrade. It's like more energy efficient and has faster transactions. So upgrades, developments, big developer community, all these things kind of acts as some very very attractive features towards Ethereum and makes it stands out among all the cryptos and why we should be going for it. And not just that, other than Bitcoin being the top cryptocurrency, Ethereum stands side on side. And if there is any right now, if there is any cryptocurrency which can actually um, out outsmart or compete directly with crypto, sorry, directly with So if there is any, crypto which is having, which can be basically considered because of the upgrades, because of, faster transactions, because of constant updates, movements, etc., then basically Ethereum is also one of the very, very important cryptos that you can look for. So So the advantages of it is, are these. The disadvantages of it is like the gas fees. So the gas fees in this um, in this scenario can be high, and it can be expensive basically to use during network congestion, and still less decentralized than BTC in some aspects, and the price volatility is high in this scenario. So the only cons or disadvantages is because of the gas fees, and because, uh, the way, if we compare it with Bitcoin for that matter, then it can still be less decentralized than BTC in a lot of aspects. So that's the reason it can be a very, it can be a basically very, very, it can be a like negative thing for like all of us, of course, like we as investors, we as traders for that matter. And yes, price volatility is high in this scenario. So whether price volatility is high or less, I don't know. Actually speaking, for me, if you ask me personally, I like when it is volatile, because that's when you get a lot of opportunity to make successful trades. Like, you get, when the market is moving and having good directions, then only I feel like there is opportunity to make, profits and all. So, but how can this be a disadvantage is something even I am actually thinking, but from some it might be a disadvantage. So it's totally dependent. So um, hold on for a second. I have some question here, Mr. Jack Sparrow. Okay, Mr. Jack Sparrow, please, I want to tell you one thing. Like I was telling you, okay, we are a licensed body. We are basically, your funds are protected in the exchange platform. If there is any kind of, weird or suspicious activity that is being seen, then, the system will block your account and will freeze your account for whatever time. So I think in your scenario, um, so in your scenario, I think because you're changing your password way too frequently, system is flagging this option where it is blocking or freezing your account for whatever time period. Understand this, guys. This is for your own safety, that such kind of measures are there in place, where basically system, if it is detecting some kind of unusual or suspicious activity, will block your account and basically, or freeze your account for like a number of hours, so that your money is basically also safe. At the same time, we want to safeguard our users from any kind of hacks or any kind of wrong thing that is happening there. So I don't know, Mr. Jack Sparrow, who, why is your account getting frozen again and again? Probably what I feel or what I think is the reason, because you're changing passwords way too frequently, or because of, password change, the system is flagging it like an unusual activity or suspicious activity. That's why it's blocking your account or freezing your account and not allowing you to do any kind of withdrawals or, deposits or things like that. So please avoid doing such kind of things, such kind of activities. If you are the one who is changing this password again and again, try avoiding it. Keep one constant password, don't make too many frequent changes. And if you do this kind of frequent changes or things like that, because we are not sure who is at the end of the application, if your account got hacked, that's the reason you're changing your passwords too frequently, or what exactly is happening. So that's why the withdrawal option or the deposit option is getting frozen. It's for your own safety itself. So please understand this and don't do such kind of activities. If you are the one who is going on doing it, then don't do it. And if it is somebody else who is changing the password, then you have to take extra measures in terms of safeguarding your account, and not share all your secret passwords or your things like that with anybody else, because hacks and scams are very very common in this particular industry. And somebody who is having much more knowledge than you are having, they might be able to retrieve your information, and all your money can get lost just like it. So be careful is what I will say. Where is the link? What is the link? You have to join the stream on the application itself. So I hope I'm able to answer to your question. Please, guys, avoid doing this kind of activity. Don't, first of all, if you're changing the password, then hold on for the time period it is asking you to wait, and then do your deposits or your withdrawals, because there are some security measures that are in place. This is all for your safety. That system flags it so that your money is safe and nobody is able to retrieve it. All we are trying to do is, if in case that there are unusual activities that are being seen, the system flags it and system freezes your account, so that your money is not going into the wrong hands. We do not know at our end, maybe you as a user itself is changing this password, or somebody else has hacked your account and is trying to change the password and retrieve the funds, or what exactly is happening, we are not sure. So it kind of gives you this safety measure, where there is time allotted, and then the withdrawal happens basis that. So look into this for yourself. As I have already told, if you are the one who is changing it, avoid changing it so frequently, so that your account is not getting frozen. Okay, I hope I'm able to answer. I'm moving ahead with my topic. If you still further have any questions, please reach out to the customer service team directly. Guys, as I told you, that our customer service team, the application on the top right corner, you see the headphone icon over there. That headphone icon is basically for customer service only. Our customer service team is sitting 24/7. So please make sure that if you have any kind of questions, grievances, or your application getting stuck, your money not withdrawing, deposits not received, whatever be the problem, reach out to the customer service team. They are sitting 24/7. Even if I'm not live and I'm like not available after 8 o'clock, which is 8 p.m. Dubai time, then you can reach out to them directly. The application has this option. It's on the top right corner. Please have a look at it and directly reach out to the customer service team itself. I'll show you once again on the application. You can see on the right corner, there are these headphones. This headphone icon is for the customer service team. So directly reach out, talk to them, share your UID, share the screenshots, whatever the issues you're facing. They'll have a look at your problem, and then they will get back to you immediately. If they have an answer, or if they require some time, they will investigate internally what is happening, and then they will get back to you. All right, follow the procedures, follow the things that you're supposed to, so that you are not falling into these kind of categories or these kind of issues. Guys, I can understand if you do such kind of things, you will be losing out on time, opportunity, and everything. Even your money gets stuck, you can't trade, you can't do anything. So please don't get into such kind of activities, is what I will encourage. So Mr. Jack, I hope this answer is satisfying, and please proceed to talk to the customer service directly. Already I have shared your issue and they came back to me with the answer, and I have given you the answer back. So just in case you still are not satisfied, please directly reach out to them and have a word with them, so that you have full clarity about what's exactly happening with your account. Okay. guys, so that now I'm moving on. We've looked into Bitcoin, we've looked into Ethereum, the advantages, disadvantages. Let's now quickly move into Solana. Why Solana can be a very good choice for investing or for trading. What are the advantages or disadvantages of it? First and foremost thing, the biggest advantage of investing into Solana is like it's very fast and it has like very cheap transactions. It's great for decentralized applications and NFTs. So there are a lot of applications that get built on Solana for that matter. Ethereum, Solana, they are almost on par. If there was prior to Solana, if there was any ecosystem that used to get too used to have too much of utility in terms of decentralized apps and NFTs, it was Ethereum. But after Solana got launched, after Solana took birth, Solana became more faster and cheaper option, and it is definitely great for decentralized apps as well as for NFTs. It's a growing ecosystem. We can clearly see the kind of adoption, the kind of love, support it is getting. It is definitely one of the growing ecosystem. It because there are so many more projects and partnerships coming for this particular ecosystem. So it is definitely a promising one. That's why, guys, why I did not tell you that it should be into the low risk categories, because it's in the growing phase right now. Ethereum, Bitcoin, these especially have stabilized somewhere or the other. Like, Ethereum also has stabilized somewhere, and it's on a low risk category right now. But Solana still is in the growing phase. So that's why there are like the volatility you can see is very good in this. The growing opportunities are very good, things like that. So that's why it stands out, and it is like it differentiates from the normal other cryptocurrencies out here. The low fees here will attract the developers and users. So as in the case of Ethereum, because the fees are very high, now upgrades are coming as they are trying to basically reduce the fees, whether it's gas fees or other fees that are there. So that definitely stands out for Solana. There is low fees, which will definitely attract a lot of developers and users. So that's why Solana can be in the medium risk category. So if you would like to invest or trade, you can definitely keep this as one more option. The disadvantages of it is, of course, the network is outageous, and it does have some reliability concerns. uh, I think, I don't really say that it is completely unreliable also, but every crypto at some point in time do have its own like security concerns or sometimes protection concerns. Ethereum itself, being the most stable cryptocurrency, has faced this issue. So you can never say that they are not reliable. Yes, for shorter term period, probably there might be some small hindrances or problems which might hamper the overall goodwill of the crypto, or might be as well impact the overall prices, or could bring about a small pullback or things like that because of negativity or hacks or scams, I don't know. But yes, it can still be a reliable thing. I wouldn't say completely unreliable, but it's like on the medium zone. And it is not as decentralized because there are few validators who control most of the network. So that's the reason. Like if there are like two, if there are number of validators are good, or the number of validators are big enough, then it kind of can be considered as more centralized or more decentralized or something like that. But in this case, because there are only few validators available, so they are the ones who are controlling the network. And then that is why it kind of becomes very how do I say, it becomes very congested, not congested, I would say. It is mm, it becomes like a very like small group, and small a group of people influencing the overall network as such. So that is, I think, kind of um, acts like a negativity, like acts as negative feature basically. So coming to the risk side of it, it is riskier than BTC or ETH, like how Ethereum or Bitcoin has stabilized, because it's not so established. Still, it's in the growing phase. So it is much more riskier than Ethereum and Bitcoin for sure. So these are the basically advantages and disadvantages of why you shouldn't be investing into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. And here we have next option, which is the Ripple, or also known as their token known as the XRP. So not token, I think it's coin basically. Ripple has its own coin. So there's a difference between coin and token, right? You guys understand. Coin is something which basically gets built on its own blockchain, and token is something which gets built on other blockchain. So uh, if the network uses its own blockchain itself to build the cryptocurrency, then it is called as coin. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, they are all coins because they are built on their own network itself. But coming to USDT or coming to USDC, they are all built on Ethereum platform. So they are all tokens, and they are not coins basically. So there's a slight difference between the two. So if you understand what it is, you can definitely uh, take a different perspective to it while trading. Now let's move. Now, this next one, what I have in the category, we are discussing about the top 5 cryptocurrencies on the coin market cap. So we've discussed about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana right now. Now we're talking about Ripple. Ripple and its token is called, Ripple and its coin is called as XRP. So it's very fast and cheap, and the cross-border payments are very, very fast in this scenario. Okay, for Ripple, XRP is a very fast and cheap transactions that keep happening on it. Then partnerships with banks and financial institutions. So Ripple does have a lot of partnerships and with banks, financial institutions. So it's one of the very good I can say like a payment solution that basically has a worldwide acceptance. So that's why Ripple stands out very well as compared to like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana for that matter. So it can be used for real world payment solutions. So yes, from all these aspects, it is a positive and has very positive features. So that's the reason Ripple can be one of the options which you can consider. So somebody who do not have too much of capital or are looking for low capital category kind of cryptos, then XRP can be in your wallet. XRP can be in your spot or futures wallet, and this is something which you can use to take a trade in. The disadvantages, of course, like as I mentioned, even if it is Bitcoin for that matter, being the most stable cryptocurrency, it also has its own disadvantages. But again, it totally depends on you how you actually consider them, whether you want to consider that as advantage, disadvantage basis your requirements, totally up to you. So the disadvantages are like this: it's centralized. The Ripple Labs, they control a lot of XRP. So there is a proper company, there is a proper group which is centralized, and the Ripple Labs is completely controlling the the overall operations mechanism and everything about XRP. The legal issues in the US, SEC lawsuit, uncertainty, these kind of small things keep on impacting the overall XRP prices, and it is always in the news some kind of fights that are happening between SEC and Ripple, XRP, and all of that. So that's something that keeps impacting the prices. Then third disadvantage is, of course, there is less adoption outside banks. So banks are the ones which are like highly into this, but other than banks, there's not much of adoption as such which is seen. So from that perspective, it does stand a bit far off. So that's why you might see that it is not much demanded. But yes, Of late, we have seen some kind of good momentum in XRP. It kind of reached to its all-time high of $3.18 also. So I think XRP is also one of the options for all the people who are looking for a growing crypto, but with a very low capital to begin with. So that's one of the best options. So somebody who is not having anything more than $5-10 also to invest, you can buy into XRP, take a leverage position and still buy it into it. So I think this is very much possible, and this is very much a best option to pick up from. Now, let's move on to the next and the last top five stable cryptos that we're talking about, which is the BNB coin, which is also the Binance's, coin that we are talking about. So it's built on the Binance ecosystem, BSC, which is also called Binance, exchange platform, has its own crypto, which is there. So it, yes, definitely has a strong use case, pays for trading fees on Binance exchange. So if you guys, prior to using Zbit, if you guys were using Binance, so you all know that if you hold BNB tokens in your wallets, then basically they give you a lot of exemptions, or the trading fees basically reduces drastically. So it kind of gets used as it gets used as payment for trading fees, and then there are so many discounts and perks that are being offered. Staking and BNB smart chain apps, all these are part of BNB. So these are some advantages of it. So somebody, even not trading into Binance but BNB, but holding it just in the wallet, and you are trading on Binance platform itself, you get a lot of perks for basically staking as well as for trading fees, etc. And definitely, third thing is it does have high liquidity and it kind of is easy to trade. So that's why again it stands out as compared to the other cryptocurrencies in the market. So I think from that point of view, it does have a strong use case, strong discounts, strong perks, strong liquidity, and all of that. So it is a very promising crypto for that matter. Recently it reached about $1,024, guys. BNB is something definitely which has a great potential. Like, I am watching BNB since the time it was trading around 400 or $500. So imagine, since Jan 2025 until now, like the journey has been beautiful. So it's just come like double digits. Like the growth has been like double digits. Uh, so it's almost like, imagine, from $400-500 to 1,024. I think is what the highest it has made recent past. So it has definitely come a very long way and does have a lot of potential if in case you want to look for something with a lot of volatility and some good use cases and some great liquidity, then yes, BNB can also be one of the options. So I think on our platform as well, on the Zbit app, we have BNB also as an option. So you can definitely go spot trade, futures trade, whatever you want to do, take leverage and start trading into it. So it's definitely one of the best options also. On the disadvantages side of it, definitely centralized. It's a centralized crypto, and it is basically controlled by Binance, because Binance will control its supply and its policies and things like that. So there might be some slight how do I say? It can be like, you can say that it can be, there can be some manipulations and things like that, which can be associated with it. So an exchange platform with its own cryptocurrency can be like it can be a basically how do I say? Like in case of, you remember what was that? What was that? Sam Bankman Fried, my favorite scam. I always keep talking about it. FTX scam, their own cryptocurrency. I think FDA. What was that cryptocurrency? I'm not getting its name right now. मुझे अभी दिमाग में आ नहीं रहा है वो. FDX? No. Something like FTX का ही ऐसे कुछ F से ही कुछ something is there. So FTX also had its own cryptocurrency, and वहां पर प्रॉब्लम यही हुआ था बिकॉज इट वाज देयर इंटरनल, मतलब यानी उनका खुद का क्रिप्टो करेंसी था, तो दे वर एबल टू मैनिपुलेट द प्राइजेस क्रेजीली ओवर देयर. सो दैट स्कैम इज अ वेरी वेरी गुड example of how the exchange platforms or the owners or the real stakeholders can actually influence the prices. So in BNB also that kind of risk is always associated. Not that I'm telling that it is actually following those kind of footsteps or things like that, but yes, it can is what I'm using. So it can be something similar to that. Now, coming to the regulatory risks of it, exchange may face government restrictions. So, Binance is always in the like in the limelight. So many things are being talked about, always in the news, hype, and all that. So it might face some government restrictions regarding various things that keep on happening. So there are so many airdrops. There are so many new projects that keep coming on Binance. So it will be under government scrutiny. It will be under government restrictions for sure because it's a centralized platform. So that is always associated with it. But I don't know, again, it can be a disadvantage or it can be an advantage, honestly speaking. Because if you guys are somebody who like to trade in decentralized and don't want any restrictions from the government side or things like that, then maybe it shouldn't then it can be a problem. But if in case you don't mind government restrictions or things like that, because it's anyways for good, for our good, right? So that's totally up to you. Then again, as I said, because the price is tied to Binance, it is risky if exchange will face any problems. So if in case risk, if exchange is having some issues, anything, then the BNB coin or the BNB prices might be affected because of that. So uh, BTC overall, if I have to summarize whatever we talked about past 1.5 hour, so BTC is safe. Ethereum is basically utility based, crypto. Solana basically is, known for its speed and applications, and XRP is known for its payments, and BNB, if you ask me, then it's well known for exchange perks. So just keep this in mind. This top 5 cryptos and what their advantage or the most attractive feature of them is. Like Bitcoin basically is a safer asset. Ethereum definitely is a utility asset, meaning that it has a lot of use cases and adoption cases. And Solana is basically known for its speeds and applications getting built on it. Then XRP is known for its payments and payment solutions, etc. And BNB for the exchange perks, discounts, and whatnot that you get. So it's a balance, it's a mix of different types of cryptocurrencies which can come into your wallet. So even if any of them you don't trade on a day-to-day basis, or you're not trading on a day-to-day basis, you want to hodl, you want to keep it for longer term, or you want to buy it at the dip and keep it for longer term perspective and things like that, then you can keep all the 5 as well in your wallet and keep it in keep for hodling and things like that, and it can be like a very good investment option, honestly speaking, guys. So even if you're not trading into them on day-to-day basis, they can be basically kept in the wallet just for long-term purpose. Like you buy it at the dip right now, when whichever crypto is in the most cheapest price right now, and then you hold it for say 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, like that, you can still get some amount, some good returns on it. So there's always an option. So now let's move on to the next topic, which we want to do talk about, and why we should be talking about this is like because very important. I want to cater to all the kinds of audiences, because there are people who believes in stable coins. Some of you believe in medium capital, mid cap cryptocurrencies. Some of you believe in meme coins. So we want to touch base upon every type of trader or investor. And here, if you would have noticed, guys, I'm not just talking about the advantages here so that you are just attracted to the good side of it. All I'm trying to tell or guide here is about both the pros and cons, and then the decision is yours, basically. So you see, not everything which looks fancy, nice, like just say there's a saying or there's an idiom in English, right? All that glitters is not gold, right? एक आपने कहावत सुनी होगी ये कि all that glitters is not gold, is very correct, क्योंकि हर चमकती चीज सोना नहीं हो सकती. It's very important to understand के हर चीज का अगर एडवांटेज होता है तो उसका डिसएडवांटेज भी होता है. तो एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेज दोनों जान लो, और फिर व्हाटएवर इज सूटिंग बेस्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू योर रिक्वायरमेंट, यू पिक समथिंग, इज योर चॉइस कंप्लीटली. सो follow this thing in your life, like try to understand the project from in and out about it, like every bit of it, and then uske baad apna decision lena ke which one suits according to a your financial goals, B, according to the capital requirements that you have or the capital that you're holding, C, according to the risk appetite. क्योंकि मेन जो सारे के सारे whatever the decisions are based upon is all based upon these three factors only. तो इन तीन में से जो भी आपके जितना आपका कैपिटल है, आपका दूसरा फाइनेंशियल गोल क्या है, तीसरा आपका रिस्क एपेटाइट, एंड sometimes even the time horizon plays a significant role. So the fourth factor is also to consider time, क्योंकि किसी के लॉन्ग टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव्स होते हैं, किसी के शॉर्ट होते हैं, किसी के वेरी शॉर्ट होते हैं. तो influencing, like for the kind of crypto that you're picking, even the time will matter. So these four factors दिमाग में रखते हुए, keeping the pros and cons of every crypto, what suits best according to you, you can pick up any of them and you can go for it. So I hope until now whatever we are discussing and what we are talking about is making sense to you guys and is helping you out in shorting, in like क्या कहते हैं उसको, basically shortlisting the kind of crypto you want to trade. Suppose even if you are a new trader right now, and you are just beginning here and you're like confused where to start, how to start, which crypto I should go for, which I shouldn't. So this will help you narrow down your choices, and this will help you shortlist your choices and help you in starting your crypto trading. So just a sec, I have some question in the stream. Hi Andrew. Guys, I don't know why you guys do this thing. Even after saying you guys join the community and just send the questions, please keep it like when I'm live. Why don't you guys talk to me live and ask me the questions in the live? You guys send me the questions in the group and I'm actually like answering there, answering here, double like double triple work I keep doing idhar udhar. So please when I'm live, utilize this platform ना, मतलब आपको मैं live आपको आपके queries, आपके questions clarify कर रही हूँ यहाँ पर. तो why are you actually going in some other direction? Offline में आप लोग मुझसे when I'm offline, like मैं 8 बजे के बाद जब ऑफलाइन हो जाती हूँ, आप लोग मुझसे ऑफलाइन मोड में भी बात कर सकते हैं. पर जब ऑनलाइन हूँ तो आप लोग मुझसे ऑनलाइन क्यों नहीं बात कर रहे हो? Why are you not asking me questions in the online mode? Please feel free to ask me questions in the online mode, guys, when I'm live, so that face to face जो भी आपके परेशानी, कोई problem या जो भी आपके question, so you can ask me then and there itself and I can clarify it on the face itself, and that way communication becomes much easier. So use this to your utmost benefit, and it can be basically useful for you guys also to handle things. So yeah, Andrew, yes, Andrew, let me know what is it. Welcome to the group, welcome to the community. Okay. If you're not asking me anything, then I'll proceed with my topic, and then guys, in between I'm going to take a small 5 to 10 minutes break again, so that again I get come refreshing and then talk to you guys continuously about what are the different guys. Sif, spot and futures trading is not the ultimate thing. Yes, those are like, those come secondary. The very first foundation or the very first important things are like, you need to understand some of the basics of it, and some of the basics are all theoretical knowledge and not practical always. Yes, practical side of it also, we keep doing it and we keep talking about it, and it's very much okay. And we will continue to do that as well, because of late also I was continuously doing the technical analysis, and I will continue to do it. But behind the practical knowledge also, please understand some of the theoretical aspects to it, so that before you begin your journey, before you begin it, you have everything that you need to know about cryptocurrencies, and then you make the right kind of choices and right kind of decisions. That is what my intention is all about. Okay. Andrew, are you going to ask me the question, or shall I take a small 5 to 10 minutes break and then I come back and then we discuss about the different topics? Because I'm not getting any kind of question from you. I'm just assuming you do not wish to ask me anything. You just sent me a hi. So, okay, I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minutes break and then we'll continue, guys, talking about the next topic, which is the should you go for trading in meme coins, or should you go for something in like the stable coins? What are the advantages or disadvantages of trading in meme coins? That's what we are going to look. Anyway, stable coins we've covered already, and the top 5 stable coins we have already covered. तो थोड़ा सा मीम कॉइन्स के ऊपर भी थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन करेंगे and see the pros and cons of it, and in case basis the pros and cons you think आपके लिए कौन सा बेस्ट सूटेबल होता है, वो ऑप्शन आप अपने लिए चूज कर सकते हैं. Okay, so I'll catch you in next 5-10 minutes. Hold on until then. I before I come back, but hold on till then. Yeah. Hi guys. Hi Aniket. Hi. How are you? How are you guys? Sorry, I was on a small 5 to 10 minutes of break. So I can see a question here 180147. I want money, brother. How to trade? So, hi Aniket and hi the other user 180147. Guys, sorry that I was on a small 5 to 10 minutes break. That's the reason I was not able to answer to your questions. Yes, you can get money, my dear. You get the free rewards which gets added to your kitty in case you basically are depositing funds and doing spot or futures trading with us. So use this platform to get some free crypto as well. So start your trading journey with us, and then you can get like not just little money, a lot of money if you know if you are like getting into good amount of trades and good levels of trades. So our platform is offering you everything that you want in order to start trading and in order to make a lot of money. So guys, 180147, Aniket and everyone else, if you want money, see guys, one thing is very clear, right? Nothing comes free, and where there is no give and take, there is nothing that you're going to get. So obviously you need to give something to the platform so that it can return you something. So obviously I'm not saying okay, the moment you deposit money you kind of get into losses or you do losses and things like that. So trade safely with the right kind of maybe guidance and mentorship and things like that, and then you will make some good amount of money. So please keep this in mind. And yes, we are here to help you out in that only, in your journey, so that we can help you out with all the basics that you should know. But apart from what we kind of talk about everything on these streams for 8 hours a day at times, and sometimes 4 hours a day, you also have to do your own research, guys. You can't be just completely relying on some guru, some mentor, somebody to just always spoon feed you every time. Because what really happens at this thing is, like, the moment that mentor or that person is actually for whatever reason just goes away from your life, then your life becomes very dependent and difficult. And if in case you're so dependent on that person, then you might not be able to trade on your own self. So please don't restrict yourself of depending on somebody to always spoon feed you. Do your own research also, as in when we share some kind of useful information, whether it's technical analysis or if it is overall overall crypto markets that we talk about. I want you guys to do your own research as well. I think Mr. Rajan joined the session. Oh god, sorry guys. Excuse me for this. Okay, so if you guys join the session again, you can talk to me. Meanwhile, I'm just continuing the topic. I hope each one of you, your crypto journey is going great, and whatever the guidance is getting to you guys are able to learn through this, and you're able to make right kind of decision. So let me know. All right. Okay, I'm moving on now. If these both guys join, then maybe we'll continue talking. Otherwise, I'm just continuing with my topic right now. So as I told you, like, I before going for the break, that we discussed about stable coins. Now we will be discussing about why we shouldn't be investing into meme coins. So I'm not giving my, uh, overall opinion or my suggestion or my advice as such, guys. I'm only guiding in terms of giving you the advantages and disadvantages of both the things. Choice is yours, and your option is yours completely. How you want to take it further. Okay, first thing, the first and foremost thing why we shouldn't be investing in meme coins is basically because of no real utility behind it. Okay, अगर आप मुझसे मेरी पर्सनल ओपिनियन मांगेंगे, तो मैं अगर मुझसे पर्सनली पूछेंगे, तो फॉर मी सीरियसली एक क्रिप्टो जिसका कोई फाउंडेशन नहीं है, कुछ हाथ पैर कुछ नहीं है उसका, वेयर देयर इज नो रियल केस एज सच बिहाइंड इट, आई डोंट नो व्हाई वी शुड इवन गेट इनटू इट। बट ये मेरा ओपिनियन है, नॉट नेसेसरी कि वो आपका ओपिनियन हो, तो वो कंप्लीटली डिफर कर सकता है, दैट्स कंप्लीटली ओके, बिकॉज सबका अलग अलग नजरिया होता है, पर्सपेक्टिव एंड एवरीथिंग फॉर एवरीवन, सो इट्स टोटली अप टू यू। सो फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग इज इट डजंट हैव एनी रियल यूटिलिटी एज सच। सो most meme coins basically are just existing either for fun or they're just for hype. So basically uh, they are, they're just there for fun and entertainment itself. एंड अगर किसी दिन सडनली वो फन एंटरटेनमेंट फैक्टर खत्म हो गया, सडनली कुछ ऐसा हो गया जिसकी वजह से वो क्रिप्टो गायब ही हो गया, तो तब आप क्या करोगे? दैट इज माय क्वेश्चन टू यू गाइस, टू द पीपल हु इन्वेस्ट इनटू मीम कॉइन। हाँ, अरे उसमें बहुत हाइप होता है, ग्रोथ बहुत होता है, बहुत सारे लोग ना उसको सब्सटैंशिएट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, लॉट ऑफ पीपल ट्राई टू give the advantages of it. Yes, I'm not saying, like I said, कि stable coins में भी advantages disadvantages है, meme coins में भी advantages and disadvantages, but what really matters is कि अल्टीमेटली आपको अपनी कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन करनी है या नहीं करनी है। अगर कैपिटल प्रोटेक्शन इज योर एम एंड यू थिंक कि वो हार्ड एंड मनी कहीं जाना नहीं चाहिए, हार्ड एंड मनी पर प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए, तो बेसिकली meme coins should never be your option. Meme coins should never be in your wallet. Meme coins should never be in your spot of futures options at all. Okay, but अगर डजंट मैटर, आप मतलब फन के लिए पैसों से भी खेल रहे हो, फन के लिए सब कुछ कर रहे हो, गो ahead with it, it doesn't matter to you। पैसा अगर लूज भी हो जाता है, कैपिटल लूज भी हो जाता है, 100% लूज भी हो जाता है, एंड इट डजंट रियली मैटर टू यू, यू कैन गो फॉर मीम कॉइन। सो यू ऑल नो के डोज कॉइन, शीबा इनू, ट्रम्प कॉइन, मिलानिया कॉइन, ये सारे के सारे पूरे के पूरे ना पूरे सिर्फ और सिर्फ हाइप या सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक फन एक्टिविटी के लिए क्रिएट करे गए हैं, एंड इसके पीछे कोई रियल वर्ल्ड यूटिलिटी नहीं है, इनका कोई यूसेज नहीं है। जस्ट बिकॉज ट्रम्प के बहुत सारे फैंस है तो ट्रम्प कॉइन बन गया, मिलानिया के बहुत सारे फैंस है तो मिलानिया का कॉइन बन गया, क्योंकि ये सोशल मीडिया के बहुत इन्फ्लुएंशियल पीपल है, स्पेशली इलॉन मस्क इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इन्फ्लुएंशियल पर्संस, या फिर ट्रम्प इज वेरी इन्फ्लुएंशियल, तो उन सबके कॉइन्स बन गए। अभी वी ऑल्सो हैव समथिंग जो कि सीजी का भी एक मीम कॉइन है, जो कि ब्रोकली के नाम से जाना जाता है। ब्रोकली, इफ यू हैव हर्ड ऑफ इट, सीजी हु इज द एक्स सीईओ और को फाउंडर ऑफ बाइनेंस, तो सीजी का भी एक कॉइन है। तो अभी आप सोचो कि सब कि सिर्फ एक नाम के बेसिस पे और बेसिकली उनके खाली फेम के बेसिस पर एक कॉइन एग्जिस्ट कर रही है, सडनली बिकॉज ऑफ वॉट एवर एक्सवाइजी रीजन दे गो ऑफ पोजिशन, यानी लाइक मे बी suddenly imagine के Trump is no more the president of US, for example, hypothetically बोल रही हूँ, सडनली, तो क्या फिर ट्रम्प कॉइन सडनली गायब हो जाएगी या रहेगी? ये सवाल यहाँ पर ऐसे आता है। तो इसीलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि ना, जब यूटिलिटी नहीं हो तो you basically have to back down from such kind of opinion. Okay, now moving on. I'm just refreshing this. Because sometimes I get very, I get the comments very late actually, guys. Okay, let's continue. So as I said, okay, there is no like real use case, no real utility as such. That's the reason they basically can be one like they are all part of fun and hype. So कभी भी कुछ भी हो जाए वो फन और वो हाइप एलिमेंट हट जाए तो फिर उसका कोई भरोसा नहीं है, कोई उसकी स्टेबिलिटी की कोई गारंटी नहीं है. Second thing is they don't really solve any real world problems, like you know, जैसे जैसे कोई इकोसिस्टम पे कोई एप्लीकेशन बिल्ड हो रही है, whether it's decentralized financial apps or there are NFTs that are getting created or things like that. Like every ecosystem has their own utility, right? There's nothing that is getting created or that is getting solved with this meme coins. So जब रियल वर्ल्ड कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है तो फिर ऐसे में मतलब कोई फंडामेंटल ही नहीं है उसके पीछे, तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ एक्चुअली ट्रेडिंग इन दैट सिनेरियो? इट्स नॉट इवन ट्रेडिंग. मैं तो मतलब ऐसी चीजों को यू नो गैम्बलिंग या तुक्का या फिर उसको ना एक काइंड ऑफ स्पेक्यूलेशन मानती हूँ. जब अगर किसी चीज के पीछे कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग फंडामेंटल नहीं हो, कोई बिजनेस नहीं हो, कुछ यू नो डेवलपमेंट नहीं हो, कुछ अपग्रेड कुछ नहीं हो, तो फिर इन दैट सिनेरियो इट्स जस्ट एज गुड एज के आप जैसे एक रोलेट के एक कैसीनो में गए और वहां पे आप अपना यू नो आप एक रशियन रोलेट खेलते हो और आप एक गेसिंग पे एक जुआ खेल के आप जैसे गेसिंग करके एक आते हो कि मुझे ये वाला कॉम्बिनेशन आ जाए या ये नंबर आ जाए वो नंबर आ जाए. तो यू आर मोर और लेस प्लेइंग समथिंग लाइक दैट ओनली, लाइक अ गेम और समथिंग जहां पे एक स्पेक्यूलेशन के बेसिस पे आप अपना ट्रेड कर रहे हो. वरना तो कोई दूसरी कोई भी इसके पीछे फंडामेंटल है ही नहीं और कुछ है ही नहीं, तो किस बेसिस पे ट्रेड कर रहे हो? ये एक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. Now second thing is because of media hype and because of whatever you know social media posts, viral posts that keeps happening and influential people talking about it, there's extreme volatility for sure in this because prices can skyrocket one day and crash the next. And due to such social media hype, it's a very uncertain kind of a you know growth rate or growth phase for meme coins. So going for such kind of things also again because of the extreme volatility, especially जहां पे कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है ना, तो मैं तो मतलब पर्सनली honestly speaking I wouldn't even get into it. I wouldn't even think of getting into it. Then in these kind of cryptocurrencies, pump and dump schemes are very common and big losses are very much possible. So it's totally very risky. So prices skyrocket होते हैं within 24 hours, they pump like crazy, and then within next 48 to 24 hours again they dump. So it's a very risky a matter. सोचो कि suddenly मतलब आपने पूरी की पूरी अपनी सेविंग या अपनी पूरी की पूरी अमाउंट पीछे लगा दी एंड सडनली वो प्राइस अप जाके डाउन हो गया बिकॉज एंड यू मिस्ड आउट ऑन द टाइमिंग ऑफ इट. यू हैव सो मच टू लूज एट वन पॉइंट इन टाइम. लाइक एक ही झटके में बहुत कुछ लूज करने के लिए है. तो इसीलिए मैं नहीं कहती आप लोगों को कि आप लोग को इसमें हाथ डालना चाहिए. एज अ बिगनर ट्रेडर एटलीस्ट नहीं डालना चाहिए. बाद में जब आप प्रोफेशनल हो जाते हो या फिर यू बिकम very professional enough of handling everything, then yes, no problem. Now third thing is because of this low liquidity, some meme coins have very few buyers and sellers, and selling a large amount can crash price because most of the time these are influenced by whales and whale activities से भी meme coins कोई कोई बहुत price influential हो जाते हैं. तो उसकी वजह से प्राइसेस में काफी वेरिएशन देखने को मिलता है अप एंड डाउन. तो काइंड ऑफ इज नॉट अ गुड साइन वेयर द प्राइसेस आर गेटिंग मैनिपुलेटेड. वैसे तो खैर सारे क्रिप्टोज में ही होता है ये. वेल्स प्ले अ मेजर रोल इन टर्म्स ऑफ नॉट जस्ट इन मीम कॉइन्स बट ऑल्सो इन स्टेबल कॉइन्स ऑल्सो. बट in this also because at least in stable coins you have real utility behind it, and there are real buyers and sellers and liquidity available. अनलाइक दैट मीम कॉइन्स में प्रॉब्लम यही है कि यहाँ पर तो कोई रियल वर्ल्ड केस भी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, और सिर्फ हाइप के बेसिस पे whales are manipulating the markets. In that scenario it becomes more riskier than anything else. So I think this is one of the very negative point about it, and then you should definitely consider it if in case you want to go or you don't want to go for it. And then fourth one is, मतलब क्योंकि यूटिलिटी नहीं है, कुछ रियल केस है नहीं, तो सारा का सारा जो उसका फंडामेंटल, मतलब जो उसका ट्रेडिंग का जो भी एस्पेक्ट होगा वो सारा का सारा सिर्फ और सिर्फ हाइप के ऊपर बेसिस रहेगा कि सडनली कोई इन्फ्लुएंशियल पर्सन ने कुछ कह दिया तो प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, मतलब कुछ पॉजिटिव कह दिया तो प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, कुछ नेगेटिव कह दिया तो प्राइस नीचे चला जाएगा, या फिर कुछ भी मीडिया में जिनसे भी ये एसोसिएटेड है ये क्रिप्टोज, जो भी पर्सन है उनके कुछ भी कहने से प्राइस अप एंड डाउन हो जाता है. तो वो बेसिकली इट इज लाइक अ कैपिटलिस्ट मार्केट जहां पे इन्फ्लुएंशियल पीपल आर इन्फ्लुएंसिंग द प्राइसेस ऑफ दैट क्रिप्टो. तो अभी आपका हार्ड एंड मनी आपको अगर लगता है कि ऐसी चीजों में डाल के आपने पैसा कमाना है, दैट्स योर चॉइस. अगेन मुझे ऐसे चीजों में बहुत ज्यादा रिस्क नजर आता है और फिर रिलायबिलिटी नजर नहीं आती. तो दिस इज व्हाट आई फील. So here price movements totally depend on celebrity or the influential people's tweets, trends or FOMO or things like that. And if also the bad side of it is अगर hype अगर for example खत्म हो जाती है तो फिर prices भी बहुत ज्यादा फास्टली ना नीचे की तरफ आ जाएंगे, और फिर अप कब होंगे डाउन कब होंगे कोई ऐसी कोई स्पेसिफिक गारंटी एंड स्पेसिफिक फंडामेंटल्स नहीं है, उसके पीछे कुछ लॉजिक नहीं है, कुछ रीजनिंग नहीं है, कुछ नहीं, कोई लॉजिकल रीजनिंग ही नहीं है उसके पीछे. तो what and how would you even trade into it, something that you have to see. Then other than that regulatory risk हमेशा लगा होता है, because many meme coins, ये आए दिन आप देखते हो कि बहुत सारे एक्सचेंज प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे there are so many NFTs and so many meme coins that get created, and some of them are very unregulated. There are some of them are scams, rug pulls and whatnot. तो ये रिस्क हमेशा हमेशा एसोसिएटेड होता है विथ the regulatory framework for meme coins. So you have to be because there is no legal protection if the project is disappearing. कोई ऐसी proper उसके पीछे backing नहीं है, तो कुछ भी होता है सडनली, बिकॉज देयर इज नो बैकिंग, देयर इज नो रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क बिहाइंड इट. हो सकता है कि सडनली गायब हो गया तो क्या करोगे ऐसे में. तो दीज आर फ्यू थिंग्स जिसको आपको सोचना चाहिए और जिसके बारे में आपको थोड़ा सा रिसर्च करना चाहिए. And if you think still no, yes, there are so many options which we can pick up despite of all the negative aspects to it. Yes, you can definitely go ahead for it. I'm not presenting any financial or investment advice here, so please guys do your own research before you pick up any trading pair for yourself. Okay. Now moving on, guys, मैंने आपको starting में while we were discussing about the stable coins, I also talked about the hedging and the arbitration. That's what I talked. So I think some good and bad things that we can talk about it is like hedging. Of course, it protects you and protects yourself from the losses if the market is going against you. So let's just look into what are the advantages and disadvantages of hedging. Although I kind of explained you कि hedging और arbitration होता क्या है, लेकिन कौन से सिनारियोज में एडवांटेजेस एंड कौन से सिनारियोज में डिसएडवांटेजेस होता है, दिस इज समथिंग वी विल आल्सो टॉक अबाउट. एंड आल्सो what are the advantages and disadvantages of it as a whole, like should you go for it, shouldn't you go for it, and under what scenarios you can go for it is something we are talking about right now. तो जैसे अभी मैं आपको बता रही थी कि यू आर प्रोटेक्टिंग योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम लॉसेस इफ द मार्केट इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट यू. तो इसके एग्जांपल में हाइपोथेटिकली वी कैन से दैट के सपोज आप यू ओन बिटकॉइन and you are buying a short position on BTC futures. So if BTC price is dropping, okay, if BTC price drops and your loss on the BTC you own is offset by the profit in the short trade, then that is called as hedging. अगर आपने जो भी पोजीशन ले रखी है, जैसे शॉर्ट पोजीशन ले रखी है, तो आपने शॉर्ट पोजीशन ले रखी है अज्यूमिंग कि अब मार्केट नीचे जाएगी करके, तो लेकिन उसका ऑपोजिट ऑफ द थिंग हैपेंस, तो इन दैट सिनेरियो आपको वो losses ना हो and whatever you're speculating doesn't come true, then that way you're basically safeguarding yourself. So this is what is hedging all about, and this is how you, so it is good for reducing risk in volatile markets, and it will protect your profits which you already have. So it kind of what it is disadvantageous for, or it is not good for, is making huge profits mainly for safety, not growth आपको ज्यादा नहीं देखने की मिलेगी, क्योंकि आप दो पोजीशंस लेके आप बेसिकली आपके प्रॉफिट को और आपके कैपिटल को बेसिकली सेफगार्ड करने के लिए आप प्रॉफिट को ऑफसेट करने की कोशिश करो। तो जो एक पोजीशन से आपको लॉस हो रहा है उसको ऑफसेट करने के लिए आपने दूसरी पोजीशन ले रखी है, तो ये डेफिनेटली ग्रोथ ऑप्शन तो नहीं है। यस, इट इज एन ऑफसेटिंग प्रॉफिट वेयर योर कैपिटल इज गेटिंग safeguarded for sure. तो वो एक राइट काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजी और ऑप्शन हो सकता है इन योर वे, इन योर day to day transaction or day to day trading, whatever. Okay, now coming to arbitrage, making profit from price differences of the same asset in different market. मैंने ये भी अभी आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बहुत क्लियरली समझाया था कि जैसे आप कुछ भी प्राइस डिफरेंस देख रहे हो बिटवीन लाइक प्राइसेस ऑफ बाइनेंस वर्सेस कॉइनबेस वर्सेस जीबिट, फॉर दैट मैटर ये जो भी एक्सचेंज प्लेटफॉर्म्स है जिन जिन पर भी सेम क्रिप्टो अलग अलग प्राइसेस पे अगर बेची जा रही है विद द प्राइस डिफरेंस ऑफ से $1, $2, $3, कितना भी डिफरेंस होगा, तो उस सिचुएशन का एडवांटेज लेते हुए अगर आप अपना ट्रेडिंग करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन सी, आई शो यू लाइव एंड यू कैन सी इट योरसेल्फ। अभी जस्ट आई क्लोज दिस, आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन अनदर थिंग हियर। अभी ये जो इथेरियम का जो चार्ट मैं ओपन करके रखी हूँ, दिस इज द बाइनेंस चार्ट। बाइनेंस पे इथेरियम का प्राइस चल रहा है 4025। लेट्स ओपन इथेरियम ऑन कॉइनबेस एंड सी के इथेरियम पे, सॉरी कॉइनबेस पे इसका प्राइस क्या चल रहा है। देखो कितना डिफरेंस है गाइस, देखो कॉइनबेस पर 4021 पर बिक रही है इथेरियम और बाइनेंस पे बिक रही है 4025। यहीं पर आपको क्लियरली नजर आ रहा है $4 का डिफरेंस। तो अगर आपने खरीदारी की कॉइनबेस पे और आपने बेच दिया इसको बाइनेंस पे, तो आपको एक इथेरियम पे विद जस्ट द प्राइस डिफरेंस यू गेटिंग अराउंड $2 to $4 का यहीं पे आपको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा। एंड इमेजिन अगर आपके नंबर ऑफ यूनिट ज्यादा है तो फिर प्रॉफिट की भी ज्यादा मार्जिन बढ़ जाती है। तो दैट इज व्हाट इट मीन्स। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज आर्बिट्राज ऑल अबाउट। आई थिंक दिस इज अ वेरी क्लासिक एंड इजी एग्जाम्पल टू शो यू। कॉइनबेस पे 21 पे चल रहा है एंड बाइनेंस पे 25 पे, तो इन दोनों करंट पोजीशंस का फायदा उठाते हुए सस्ते में आपने कॉइनबेस से खरीदना है और बेचना आपको बाइनेंस पे है। एंड वाइस वर्सा, अगर यही प्राइस मैं इथेरियम का आकर मेरी स्पॉट ट्रेडिंग में इथेरियम का प्राइस मैं यहां पर देखूं, तो लेट्स सी के हमारे वाले प्लेटफॉर्म पर इथेरियम का प्राइस कितना है। ओके, सी गाइस, नाउ अभी मेरे पास सामने ऑन द स्क्रीन राइट नाउ यू गाइस कैन सी कि मेरे पास 3 डिफरेंट एक्सचेंजेस के प्राइसेस है। आई कैन क्लियरली सी ऑन द स्क्रीन कि कॉइनबेस पर इथेरियम का प्राइस चल रहा है 4022। ओके, whereas on the Zbit you can see के 4020 पे चल रहा है प्राइस इथेरियम का, सेम थिंग, और बाइनेंस पे उसका प्राइस चल रहा है 4024। अभी आप सोचो सबसे सस्ता आपको इथेरियम राइट नाउ यू गेटिंग इट ऑन Zbit प्लेटफॉर्म। अगर आपने Zbit पर इथेरियम को खरीदा और आपने बेसिकली you're selling it on any of these 2 platforms, you will be able to make good amount of profit। आपको बाइनेंस पे तो काफी कुछ मार्जिन मिल जाएगा, और यहाँ पर जो आप कॉइनबेस का प्राइस देख रहे हो, कॉइनबेस और क्या कहते हैं Zbit में ज्यादा फर्क नहीं है, लाइक $1 या $2 का बड़ा मुश्किल से फर्क है, बट बाइनेंस के प्राइस में डेफिनेटली बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंशिएशन है, जो कि आप ऐसी कंडीशंस, ऐसे सिचुएशंस का ठीक ठाक फायदा उठाकर अच्छे से प्रॉफिट बना सकते हो। तो ये भी एक तरीका होता है प्रॉफिट बनाने का कि आप you are not restricting yourself from just taking position within the exchange itself. You're taking the advantages of the markets, different types of markets that are available. ये आर्बिट्राज बेसिकली बहुत कॉमन है, स्पेशली इन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज मार्केट्स ऑल्सो। बहुत सारे लोग अक्सर स्टॉक मार्केट में भी लाइक बीएससी से, बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज से खरीदते हैं, एनएससी पे बेच देते हैं, एनएससी से खरीदते हैं, बीएससी पे बेच देते हैं। तो ये काफी वेरी कॉमन काइंड ऑफ वे होता है फॉर द ट्रेडर्स टू take advantage of the difference of prices and then trade into the market. So you can also take advantage of it and do this. It is quick, almost risk-free profits if executed correctly, and it doesn't rely on market going up or down. So it requires very fast execution, big capital, low fees, and sometimes exchanges block or delay transfers, risk of losing opportunity. ये थोड़ा सा इसके advantages, disadvantages सब रहते हैं, but you can. It's a smart money making trick, and if you have speed, access, and you are basically like very quick in executing the transactions, then you can do it. But in case guys, एक और बड़ी बहुत डिफिकल्टी चीज ये है कि अगर गलत फैसले करते हो तो आप मुश्किल में भी पड़ सकते हो। तो थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस जरूरी है आपको इस काइंड ऑफ इन काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स में जाने के लिए, so that you're very quick in executing the transactions. This is what I have to say to all you guys. Okay. आई थिंक बहुत सारे काफी हमने थियोरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड थियोरेटिकल क्वेश्चंस and terms and jargons and things like that we have seen. Now let's quickly move to the a bit of technical analysis and just see how best we can utilize all the tools and indicators that we have and get some good positions and buy and sell positions, चाहे वो futures के लिए हो या चाहे वो maybe buy or sell position, जो भी हो, long or sell, वो दोनों हम चेक कर रहे हैं। अभी हम थोड़ा सा एनालाइज करेंगे। सो राइट नाउ वी आर ऑन 1 hour चार्ट। भी मैं 5 मिनट्स के 15 मिनट्स के चार्ट पे आ जाती हूँ। तो different time frames have got different usage, and guys, as we all know, there are different types of trading. Spot and futures is 2 types of trading, and again in types of trading there are some different types of trading depending on the time frame that you have kept for yourself. So अगर आपको पता हो already तो just ignore, but if in case you don't know, then I am just repeating for all those people के एक होता है स्कैल्पर बेसिकली बिलीव्स और लाइक्स टू डू ट्रेडिंग विद इन few minutes. Scalpers basically tries to identify opportunities within like minutes here. जैसे अभी मैंने 15 minutes का चार्ट लगाया है। Scalpers try to find opportunities in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes for that matter, and they try closing the position. Usually scalping is something where a lot of people जहाँ पे बहुत प्रोफेशनल ट्रेडर्स हैं और पीपल हु हैव लाइक लार्ज वॉल्यूम्स, दे लाइक टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ सच काइंड ऑफ पोजीशंस, बिकॉज जब वॉल्यूम बहुत ज्यादा होता है ना गाइस, सो द बेस्ट पार्ट इज कि आपको ना मार्केट में लंबा लंबा बैठने की जरूरत नहीं है। विद इन फ्यू पॉइंट्स ओनली you'll be able to you'll be able to like take trade actually. So अभी राइट नाउ लाइक आई डोंट नो सम रीजन के ये ना बाइनेंस का एक्चुअली हमेशा ना ये ब्रेक होते रहता है। आई एम चेंजिंग द चार्ट एक्चुअली गाइस, होल्ड ऑन, क्योंकि ये चार्ट हमेशा ना टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम की वजह से ब्रेक होते रहता है। तो वी आर ओके, विल लुक इनटू दिस चार्ट, नॉट दैट। अब देखो यहाँ पर कितने गैप्स क्रिएट हो रहे हैं। ये ना इसका शायद इंटरफेस का प्रॉब्लम है या पता नहीं किस चीज का प्रॉब्लम है। ठीक है, आई एम क्लोजिंग दैट, आई एम ओपनिंग दिस वन। तो अभी देखो आप Sorry, what was I saying? I was saying about I was talking about the different types of traders, right? So हाँ, so let me continue. तो scalpers हो गए जो आपकी मतलब वॉल्यूम बड़ी होने की वजह से ना 5-10 minutes 15 minutes candles are more than enough for you guys to kind of make the trade. तो कोई कोई लोग जिस 5-10 मिनट स्पेशली डिपेंडिंग ऑन द वॉल्यूम यू हैव, अगर $10,000 $15,000 जैसे बड़े बड़े अमाउंट से आप लोग ट्रेड कर रहे हो तो उसमें सिर्फ आपको मिनिमम एक 10 या 20 पॉइंट भी अगर मार्केट लाइक मूव हो रही है 10-20 पिप्स व्हाट यू कॉल इन टर्म्स ऑफ जैसे गोल्ड की या फिर एफएक्स की भाषा में पिप्स का यूज होता है, वैसे ही आई वुडेंट से पिप्स ऐसे बट 10-20 पॉइंट्स भी मूव हो जाती है मार्केट, तो बेसिकली बिग ट्रेडर्स टेंड टू मेक वेरी गुड ट्रेड्स इन within 5-10-15 minutes or 20 minutes max, and then they get out of it. Other than that, the swing traders, day traders जो होते हैं, they try taking positions and they basically उनका ट्रेड हो सकता है कि विद कभी मिनट्स में कंप्लीट हो जाए या फिर कभी इट माइट टेक फॉर सम लिटिल आवर्स और मे बी अ डे और समथिंग. So those are all day traders. They are all intraday traders जो basically trade लेते हैं and they basically have the positions for a little longer time than what the scalpers do. तो ये हो गया the other type of trader. एक थर्ड वाला जो होता है other than this is like the your लॉन्ग टर्म हॉडलर्स और लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर्स जिसको बोलते हैं, जो बेसिकली खाली डिप पे बाय करके छोड़ देते हैं, फिर शायद वो 1 महीना बाद 2 महीना बाद 3 महीना बाद पता नहीं कितने अपनी अपनी टाइम होराइजन होती है, अपनी अपनी कैपेसिटी होती है कि कितना वक्त रुकना है, ऑल दैट दे टेक द प्रॉफिट अकॉर्डिंग टू इट. तो उनको परवाह नहीं होती कि मार्केट में आज ऊपर प्राइस गया या नीचे गया या मार्केट ऊपर चढ़ रही है नहीं चढ़ रही है. उनका बस मकसद यही होता है कि दे बेसिकली वांट टू, अगर उन्होंने एक टारगेट सेट कर लिया कि ठीक है मुझे $500 का प्रॉफिट लेके निकलना है बाय द एंड ऑफ 1 मंथ 2 मंथ 3 मंथ्स एंड ऑल दैट, तो दे डू दैट ऑल्सो. तो ये अलग अलग टाइप के ट्रेडर्स तो हो गए. अभी कमिंग टू द स्पॉट ऑफ फ्यूचर्स ट्रेडिंग, द ओवरऑल टेक्निकल एनालिसिस रिमेन्स सेम. इसमें कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है विद द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस, बट यस कमिंग टू the way we look at the charts that matters. क्योंकि अभी मैं 5 minutes के चार्ट पर हूँ. I'm going to add my indicators, my favorite indicators as usual, जो मैं usually prefer करती हूँ to kind of take trades. RSI is one of my favorite indicators and मैं अभी फिलहाल के लिए डाइवर्जेंस भी लगा लूंगी. Then we'll come back to the other indicators as a permutation combination to talk about it and to basically understand. Now, first and foremost thing, why we use RSI, Relative Strength Index, which is also known as उसका full form ये है. अगर इसको मैं सबसे easiest language में बताऊं ना, although technically अगर इसके words के हिसाब से बताऊं तो it might sound like oh my god कुछ ज्यादा ही डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, बट easiest मैटर उसमें अगर मैं बोलूं तो ये जो भी प्राइस आपको ऊपर नजर आ रहा है मूव होते हुए, रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ इंडेक्स इज एक्चुअली शोइंग यू के प्राइस क्या मतलब हैज इट रीच कंप्लीटली द चीपेस्ट लेवल पॉसिबल. यानी जब वो 30 एंड बिलो पहुंच जाता है विच इज एन ओवरसोल्ड जोन, यानी सब सेलर्स ने बेच बिचाकर मतलब वो प्राइस को सबसे लोवेस्ट पॉइंट पर जब वो ला देते हैं, हैज इट रीच द चीपेस्ट पोजीशन इटसेल्फ और हैज इट रीच द मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव लेवल. तो ओवरसोल्ड एंड ओवरबॉट करके टर्म्स यूज किए जाते हैं. 70 एंड अबव के लिए ओवरबॉट बोलते हैं, 30 एंड बिलो के लिए ओवरसोल्ड बोलते हैं. बट इसको अगर और इजिएस्ट लैंग्वेज में अगर एक्सप्लेन किया जाएगा तो इट्स नथिंग बट दैट टॉप हाईएस्ट प्राइस विच इट हैज रीच्ड and the lowest cheapest price it has reached on all the charts is what we get to see on the RSI. and जब वो सबसे cheapest level पे पहुंच जाता है और हमें पता है कि आप इससे और नीचे फर्दर नहीं जा सकता, इसकी अब कैपेसिटी खत्म हो चुकी है, तो वहां से प्राइस बेसिकली आपको ऊपर बाउंस होते हुए नजर आएगा और वापस से वो रिवर्सल लेते हुए नजर आएगा. दिस इज व्हाट बेसिकली RSI indicates and RSI is all about. So it's a simple logic. जब oversold हो जाता है तो it's a buying opportunity. अगर overbought हो जाता है तो it's a it's a selling opportunity. तो उसको different time frames पर रखकर देखना what is it looking like. क्योंकि छोटे टाइम फ्रेम्स पर अगर आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो तो यू कैन see if it is in overbought or oversold condition, but long time frames का इस्तेमाल तभी करना जब आपको लगता है कि हो सकता है कि ट्रेंड कंप्लीटली रिवर्स होने वाला हो, तो बड़े टाइम फ्रेम्स का आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो लाइक 4 आवर्स और 1 डे चार्ट और वीकली चार्ट्स एंड ऑल, सो दैट यू आर नॉट फॉलिंग विक्टिम टू द ओवरऑल ट्रेंड रिवर्सल. अभी आप देखते हो कि राइट नाउ अप ट्रेंड में चल रहा है मार्केट और आपने RSI के बेसिस पे 5 या 15 मिनट्स के चार्ट पर आपने अपना बाय पोजीशन ले रखा है, बट RSI ऑन द बिगर टाइम फ्रेम जैसे 4 आवर चार्ट पे या 1 डे 1 वीक के चार्ट पे ऑलरेडी एग्जॉस्टेड लेवल्स पे ओवरसोल्ड की जोन पे पहुंच गया है. सॉरी, नॉट ओवरसोल्ड, इन दी ओवरबॉट कंडीशन. तो शॉर्टर टाइम फ्रेम के हिसाब से तो आपको एक बाय पोजीशन मिल रही है, लेकिन क्योंकि यहाँ से कंप्लीटली ट्रेंड रिवर्स हो जाएगा बिकॉज इट इज इन ओवरसोल्ड जोन, तो फिर आपको प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, राइट? यू टेकिंग अ रॉन्ग ट्रेड. सो इन दैट सिनेरियो यू हैव टू बेसिकली wait and see where the market is heading, and in this scenario most of the cases on most of the time frames your both the conditions जो हमने जिसकी बात की, अगर ओवरसोल्ड पे आप अपनी बाय पोजीशन लगाना चाहते हो तो पूरे टाइम फ्रेम्स पर कोशिश करें कि वो ओवरसोल्ड पर ही रहे, तब जाकर अपना ट्रेड ले सक्सेसफुली, या नहीं तो बेसिकली on a shorter time frame check करें कि you are can you actually take for a shorter time frame, can you take a position or not, and longer time frame पे कोई रिवर्सल आने के कोई ऑप्शंस तो नहीं बन रहे हैं. अगर ऑप्शंस बनते हुए नहीं नजर आते हैं देन आराम से बिंदास होकर आप अपना ट्रेड ले सकते हैं. ऐसे सिनेरियोज में जहां पर प्राइस बेसिकली न्यूट्रल जोन्स में ट्रेड कर रहा हो मोस्टली अवॉइड करें, क्योंकि इन सिनेरियोज में सर्टेनिटी नहीं होती है कि मार्केट कितनी अभी फर्दर डाउन होके वापस से उठती है. मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस मेक श्योर के ओवरसोल्ड में चला जाए तभी अपना लॉन्ग पोजीशन ले. बीच से पोजीशन लेने से अक्सर प्राइस अक्सर पैसे फंसने के बहुत चांसेस होते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ से अभी स्टिल सर्टेनिटी नहीं है वेयर द प्राइस इज गोइंग टू हेड, इफ इट विल हेड अपवर्ड, इट विल हेड डाउनवर्ड. इस सिचुएशन में जब भी आप फंसते हो, इसको एक और इंडिकेटर है जिसके साथ आप थोड़ा सा कंफर्मेशन कर सकते हो, बट sometimes indicators also gives you some false information, and sometimes the candles can also fake out and things like that happen, so you have to be like very very careful. तो अभी मैं जैसे on my chart I'm going to remove this RSI divergence and I'm going to put something called DMI here. Now this directional movement index is basically an indicator which will tell me okay, whether my buying, my selling, my trend overall, is it strong enough or not. अगर इस इंडिकेटर पर आपने देखा कि जो ब्लू लाइन आपको नजर आ रही है विच इज द DI प्लस लाइन is actually above 25 and above, जैसे कि अब in this case right now it is at 21. guys, are you able to see this? अभी in my case right now ये 21 पर नजर आ रही है, तो ये अभी स्टिल बाइंग प्रेशर को लाइक डिफाइन नहीं कर पाई है, यानी बाइंग प्रेशर अभी स्टिल क्या कहते हैं स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं हो पाया है. तो इन दिस सिनेरियो बेसिकली इट स्टिल नीड्स सम टाइम फॉर इट टू फर्दर बिकम मोर स्ट्रॉन्ग, तब जाकर हम कह सकते हैं कि लाइक वी कैन टेक अ पोजीशन. बाइंग जब स्ट्रॉन्ग होने लगती है और सेलिंग वीक होने लगता है तो टेकिंग पोजीशन कैन बी अ गुड चॉइस व्हेन वी आर कीपिंग इट एज अ परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ RSI प्लस DMI. इसको कोशिश करें कि पहले RSI पे देखें कि वो ओवरसोल्ड पर चली गई है. ओके, दूसरा आपने ये ऑल्सो क्रॉस वेरीफाई या कंफर्म करना है कि बाइंग एट दैट लेवल इज बिकमिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग, क्योंकि अगर सेलिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग नजर आती है इवन आफ्टर इट हैज बेसिकली रीच द ओवरसोल्ड जोन, तो इसका मतलब यही होता है क्लियरली कि अभी स्टिल प्राइस को नीचे जाने की कैपेसिटी है, यानी सेलर्स आर स्टिल वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एट दैट लेवल एंड बेसिकली प्राइस कैन गो फर्दर डाउन। तो ऐसे में हो सकता है आप गलत ट्रेड ले लें या फिर गलत टाइम पे पोजीशन ले लें, जिसके बाद हो सकता है कि प्राइस ऊपर जाने की जगह नीचे की तरफ फर्दर पहुंच जाए एंड आपका स्टॉप लॉस हिट हो जाए या फिर आपका ट्रेड सक्सेसफुल होए नहीं। तो दिस काइंड ऑफ सिनेरियोस ट्राई अवॉइडिंग इट। के फर्स्ट थिंग आरएसआई पे कंफर्म कर लें कि ओवरसोल्ड जोन पे पहुंच गई है, ठीक है, गुड इनफ कि ओवरसोल्ड पे पहुंच गई। दूसरा कंफर्मेशन ये देखें कि डीएमआई पे मेरा बाइंग प्रेशर स्ट्रांग है या नहीं है। अगर बाइंग प्रेशर स्ट्रांग नजर आता है एंड सेलिंग प्रेशर स्ट्रांग नहीं नजर आता तो फिर ट्रेड लेने के चांसेस बन जाते हैं। तीसरा एक और चीज जो आप कर सकते हो, और कंफर्मेशन जो आप कर सकते हो, वो ये है कि आपके चार्ट्स पर अगर कॉन्जिक्यूटिवली एटलीस्ट मिनिमम एक 2 कैंडल भी ग्रीन फॉर्म होने लग जाए तो फिर आप लाइक कंफर्म हो सकते हो कि लाइक नाउ अभी रिवर्सल यहाँ से होने के चांसेस बन रहे हैं, यहाँ से प्राइस ऊपर जाने के चांसेस बन रहे हैं। तो इन दैट सिनेरियो यू माइट गेट अ पोजीशन, बट जैसे मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि ग्रीन कैंडल्स नॉट ऑलवेज वेरी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कंफर्मेशन, क्योंकि कभी कभी फेक आउट्स भी होते हैं जहां पे मार्केट आपको धोखा दे जाती है। ग्रीन कैंडल फॉर्म होते होते ऐसे आपको लगता है कि बन रही है और आप देखकर सडनली उसके ऊपर ट्रेड लेने की कोशिश करते हो, तो आप बेसिकली या तो कभी लिक्विडिटी स्वीप का शिकार बन जाते हो या फिर इंड्यूसमेंट का शिकार बन जाते हो, जहां पे जो वेल्स होते हैं या मार्केट मूवर्स हैं बेसिकली दे ट्राई टू मैनिपुलेट द प्राइस बाय क्रिएटिंग अ इंड्यूसमेंट कैंडल देयर, जहां पे एक अच्छा सा बड़ा मूव देखने को मिलता है, लेकिन जैसे ही आपने उसके ऊपर ट्रेड लगाया आप देखते हो कि प्राइस सडनली नीचे जाने की कोशिश करता है और फिर वहां से आपके स्टॉप लॉस को हिट करके प्राइस फर्दर नीचे आ जाता है, जिसका फायदा उठाते हुए द स्मार्ट मनी मूवर्स or the smart traders, they try to buy it at more cheaper price than what you have actually bought, and they basically try to hit your stop losses. So try avoiding such kind of scenarios where basically अगर आपको जब तक कैंडल फॉर्मेशन एक मतलब ना ऊपर वापस से रिवर्सल का एक ट्रेंड बनते हुए ना नजर आए, तब तक थोड़ा आराम से अपना ट्रेड ले। अदर देन दैट, one more thing which you can always confirm other than these two indicators इसके इसमें बेसिकली आप अपने आरएसआई को अगर निकालना चाहते हो तो निकाल दें, या फिर डीएमआई को निकालना चाहते हैं निकाल दें, और यहाँ पर एक बार वॉल्यूम इंडिकेटर को लगा के ही देख लें कि व्हाट इज योर वॉल्यूम इंडिकेटर टेलिंग यू। वॉल्यूम इंडिकेटर पे यहाँ पर बहुत सारी वॉल्यूम बढ़ रही है, घट रही है, क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पर एक थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट चेक कर लें तो आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि प्राइस कहाँ पर पहुंच रही है। देखो वॉल्यूम यहाँ पर बहुत नीचे बहुत कम होती हुई नजर आ रही है। यहाँ पर एक सडन पंप हुआ था जिसकी वजह से प्राइस पर भी इसका काफी असर पड़ा है, बट अदर देन दैट ऑल द अदर वॉल्यूम्स यू कैन सी इज बेसिकली declining, which means the selling pressure is basically building up and selling is very strong. हमने DMI पे एक बार कंफर्म किया, वॉल्यूम पे हमने दूसरी बार कंफर्म किया। मैं इसको भी निकालकर what I will be doing is I will remove my volume indicator and I'll put my MACD here. MACD से मुझे एक और कंफर्मेशन मिल जाएगी कि प्राइस मेरा किधर की तरफ जा रहा है। आप देख सकते हो कि MACD के इंडिकेटर पर like you can see the blue line which is crossing the signal line from above, and आप जो ये नीचे हिस्टोग्राम देख रहे हो, ये जो रेड कलर के जो बार्स फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, बेसिकली दिस इज टेलिंग यू दैट द सेलिंग इज बिल्डिंग अप, सेलिंग प्रेशर इज बिल्डिंग अप, यानी सेलिंग इज स्टिल स्ट्रॉन्ग। जब तक यहाँ पर आपको इस इंडिकेटर पे ग्रीन बार्स फॉर्म होते नहीं नजर आएंगे, स्पेशली द डार्क ग्रीन वंस, ओके, नॉट द लाइट ग्रीन। लाइट ग्रीन अगेन इज अ वीकनिंग ऑफ द पोजिशन। तो डार्क ग्रीन वाले कैंडल्स या बार्स नहीं फॉर्म होते नजर आएंगे, तब तक आपने ट्रेड नहीं लेना है। ओके, सो दीज आर फ्यू थिंग्स, स्मॉल स्मॉल थिंग्स जो आपको ऑब्जर्व करनी है। इट्स जस्ट नॉट अबाउट लुकिंग एट द चार्ट्स एंड लुकिंग एट द कैंडल्स एंड डिसाइडिंग, बट also looking at different indicators and completely based on indicators also, guys, you should not trade completely, क्योंकि कभी कभी indicators after all are man-made tools only, right? तो कभी कभी अगर indicators गलत indication दे जाते हैं तो you can be still at a loss also, या at a wrong position also हो सकता है। तो ऐसे में एक इंडिकेटर पे रिलाई करते हुए ना चले, मेक श्योर कि यू आर एटलीस्ट यूटिलाइजिंग और यूजिंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स एज परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन, सो दैट सारे के सारे इंडिकेटर एक ही जवाब दे रहे हो तो आपने तब अपना सक्सेसफुल ट्रेड लेना है। अदरवाइज one of them is also contradicting, or one of them is also just talking opposite of what the actual scenario looks like, then you might not take a trade। अभी मैं देखो राइट नाउ मुझे दिख रहा है कि एमएससीडी के बेसिस पे मेरी सेलिंग प्रेशर बहुत बढ़ रही है, ओके, एंड आई कैन सी दैट द प्राइस इज शूटिंग बिलो द न्यूट्रल जोन्स। तो स्टिल आई विल वेट फॉर इट टू रीच द न्यूट्रल जोन्स एंड देन आई विल बी टेकिंग अ ट्रेड। तो let's wait for the price to further go down until it reaches the oversold zone, and then we will find a buy or a sell position, okay, sorry, buy position, long position, not sell position। sell position abhi बनते हुए नजर नहीं आ रही है because it's not into the overbought condition। So yeah, let's wait for the price to go further down, and हम देखेंगे कि मोस्टली ऑन एटलीस्ट ऑल द जो छोटे छोटे जो टाइम फ्रेम्स होते हैं, एटलीस्ट 1 3 मिनट्स 5 मिनट्स 15 मिनट्स 30 मिनट्स अप टू 45 मिनट्स, एटलीस्ट ये सारे के सारे टाइम फ्रेम पर हम कोशिश करेंगे देखने की कि दे आर ऑल इन द ओवरसोल्ड जोन। तो फिर हम अपनी पोजीशन लेने की कोशिश करेंगे। 1 आवर 4 आवर्स इट डजंट रियली मैटर टू अस एज फार एज वी आर श्योर के जो ट्रेंड चल रहा है वो बेसिकली कंटिन्यू होगा। तो वी डोंट नीड टू सी ऑल ऑफ दैट, बट वी कैन डेफिनेटली ऑन दीज ऑल दीज different time frames we can assure like confirm ourselves। बट यस, अगर आपको स्टिल डाउट आता है जब भी आप पोजीशन लेने की कोशिश करते हो तो बेटर है कि एक बार क्रॉस वेरीफाई कर लें, मूविंग एवरेजेस का एक indication लगा ले, like to see where it is heading। और the easiest way which I can show you is, अगर आपको मूविंग एवरेजेस भी समझ में नहीं आते 200 MA या 200 SMA या 50 SMA का, तो सीधे सीधे लीनियर रिग्रेशन चैनल पे जाएं। ओके, दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इजीएस्ट वे टू डू। लीनियर रिग्रेशन चैनल पर जाएं, इसमें अपनी सेटिंग्स जाकर चेंज कर लें, डोंट कीप इट एज 100, कीप इट लाइक 200। ओके, कीप इट एज 200 एंड ओवरऑल 200 का पर्सपेक्टिव देखें। ये 5 मिनट्स का चार्ट हो गया। गो ऑन द 4 आवर्स चार्ट एंड सी के ओवरऑल ट्रेंड किधर नजर आ रहा है। अभी देखो आप थोड़ा और इसको मैं जुलाई अगस्त तक देखती हूँ, इसको मैं देखूंगी। अभी आप देखो यहाँ पर मेरे पास अगस्त सितंबर, मुझे जुलाई की भी इंफॉर्मेशन है अभी। ओके, मैं इसको और थोड़ा ब्रॉडर वो कर लेती हूँ। ओके, यहाँ से मेरी जुलाई अगस्त सितंबर 3 महीने की मेरे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है। आप देख सकते हो ये अप ट्रेंड पे जाता 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 बेसिकली इसने अप ट्रेंड पे पहुंचते पहुंचते अभी ये डाउन ट्रेंड की तरफ बढ़ रहा है। तो फिलहाल इथेरियम आप देख सकते हो क्लियरली, आपने मूविंग एवरेज भी नहीं लगाया, आपने दूसरे कोई भी इंडिकेटर से कंफर्मेशन नहीं किया, आपने सिर्फ ये लीनियर रिग्रेशन लगाया। लीनियर रिग्रेशन विल गिव यू द स्लोप ऑफ द प्राइस, जहां पे लीनियर रिग्रेशन से आपको क्लियरली समझ में आ जाएगा कि दिस स्लोप इज टेलिंग यू that where the price is heading। so ये जो slope होता है it kind of indicates the average price के average price किधर चल रहा है। और अगर प्राइस एवरेजली इस लेवल पे चल रहा है तो इसके ऊपर जो प्राइस चलता है वो ओवर एंड अबव एवरेज है, और ये जो इसके नीचे होता है वो अंडर एवरेज होता है। तो बेसिकली अभी राइट नाउ बिकॉज स्लोप का जो झुकाव है और वट एवर यू से दैट द टिल्ट is towards a downward direction, at this moment you can see that there is a downward momentum that is building up, and that's the reason you can see के थोड़ा सा cautious होके हमको ट्रेड लेना पड़ेगा ऐसे में। अभी आप देखो यहाँ पर still you see it is थोड़ा सा ना इस लेवल पे उसने एक काइंड ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन फेज बनाया जहां पे वो थोड़ा सा साइडवेज पे चल रहा था, लेकिन अभी जैसे मार्केट ने बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा सा मूवमेंट लिया है तो यहाँ पे क्लियरली हमें डाउनवर्ड मोमेंटम देखने को मिल रहा है। तो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड दिस इज व्हाट यू आइडेंटिफाई। क्योंकि अभी डाउनवर्ड मोमेंटम में ये दिख रहा है तो थोड़ा सा कॉशियस होके आपको ट्रेड लेना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि डाउनवर्ड ट्रेंड में जब मार्केट चलती रहती है कि फिर फर्दर वो कितना डाउन 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 जाएगी इसी कोई सर्टेनिटी नहीं होती है। तो ट्रेड्स आप जब लोगे तो कोशिश करना कि बेसिकली विद इन फ्यू मिनट्स टू आवर्स उसको क्लोज कर देने की कोशिश करना, वन थिंग। सेकेंड थिंग, डोंट पुट ऑल योर मनी, पुट इट इन डिफरेंट लॉट्स, ताकि एक डिप में आपने अगर कुछ गलती कर दी हो तो दूसरे डिप में आपने गलती नहीं करना। दूसरा डिप शुड एवरेज आउट योर profits and should be able to give you what you are looking for. And third important tip is basically keep the risk to reward ratio not more than 1:1, 1:2 in these kind of situations. क्योंकि हो सकता है कि 1:3 भी समटाइम्स अचीवेबल होता है, बट ट्राई टू क्लोज इट द मोमेंट यू मेक सम डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट, ताकि लंबा आप अगर इसको खींचने की कोशिश करोगे ना, प्रॉब्लम यही होगी कि लंबा आप इसको खींचने की कोशिश करोगे और मार्केट क्योंकि डाउन ट्रेंड में चल रही है कि होगा ये कि आपने जो करंट प्राइस पे खरीद रखा हो, आपने वो टाइमिंग मिस कर दी तो फिर आप यू आर गोइंग टू लूज आउट ऑन दैट पोजिशन एंड योर करंट प्राइस which you bought it at, that money is going to get stuck because the price is further going to go down, क्योंकि मार्केट डाउन ट्रेंड में है। So such scenarios, timing plays significant role. Don't hold on for too many hours or too many too much of time. जैसे ही पोजीशन ले ली आपने ओवरसोल्ड जोन पे, कोशिश करो कि विद इन नेक्स्ट 2 to 3 आवर्स में अगर आपका बेसिक लाइक मिनिमम प्रॉफिट लेवल रीच हो जाता है, से इवन आफ्टर कटिंग डाउन द फीस एंड एवरीथिंग $5-10 भी आपको अचीव हो जाता है, कट इट लाइक क्लोज द पोजीशन। दिस इज व्हाट माय थिंग इज, क्योंकि मैंने खुद पर्सनली डाउन ट्रेंड में एक एक्सपीरियंस किया है पर्सनली अपना खुद के, कभी आपने टाइमिंग मिस कर दी ना, इट इज गोइंग टू लॉक योर मनी, इट इज गोइंग टू लाइक आपका पैसा बहुत टाइम तक फंसने के बहुत चांसेस, मतलब टाइम बढ़ जाता है, टाइम फ्रेम बढ़ जाता है, एंड दैट इज वेरी वेरी बैड फॉर any of you, like including me, मुझे भी as a trader I feel bad, so for you guys also it can be the thing. So let's continue talking more about what needs to be done, what are the things that we have to see. I will be coming back to the time frames again, and we will be putting the different types of permutation combinations out there and check out what is happening here. And yes, let's continue talking about all the other things once I come back from a small 5 to 10 minutes of break, and then till then stay tuned. All right guys. So we are confirmed on the longer time frame and with this indicator that it's basically in a downtrend. So let's move on to the shorter time frames and see. I'm moving to the shorter time frames to find a position for ourselves. So let's click on RSI and MACD, all right. So right now what you see is कि selling pressure weak हुई थी. There is a indecision candle that has formed here, and it did indicate of price shooting up, but at this moment, because price still did not reach its oversold zone, it has the capacity to further go down. तो ये छोटा सा पुल बैक होकर वापस से फिर प्राइस नीचे की तरफ बढ़ेगा, तब एक परफेक्ट एंट्री बन सकती है. तो फिलहाल लेट्स सी गाइस. यूजुअली ऐसे वाले जब positions बनते हैं, usually when we look at the candle forming and we try to get into trading with this kind of setup, अक्सर यहाँ पर the big market movers or the whales basically try to manipulate, and such kind of scenarios कभी कभी, and I'm not saying every time, but it can be कि ऐसे वाले सिनेरियोज में कभी कभी आप जब जैसे ही मार्केट जैसे ही कैंडल स्ट्रॉन्ग बन रही है करके नजर आती है, तब आप उसमें एंटर होने की कोशिश करते हो. सडनली प्राइस ईदर गेट्स रिजेक्टेड और सडनली यू सी लॉट ऑफ सेलिंग हैपेंस एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम, एंड वहां से मार्केट फिर फर्दर नीचे की तरफ बढ़ के प्राइस को नीचे लेकर जाता है, फिर वहां से बाइंग होना स्टार्ट होती है, जो कि इन सच काइंड ऑफ सिनेरियोज कोशिश करें कि अवॉइड करें. लेट द प्राइस रीच 30 एंड बिलो ओनली एंड देन यू टेक द ट्रेड, बिकॉज ऐसे में ट्रैप होने के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा बनते हैं. But जो scenario what I was telling you guys, it's not necessary every time it should happen. It's not necessary. Sometimes the momentum can build up and the price can shoot up and go still further up. But यहाँ पे देखो अभी आप क्योंकि position weakening होते हुए नजर आ रही है. The dark red histogram has turned slightly into the light pink or the light red histograms. तो अभी still यहाँ पर जब तक आपको ग्रीन कैंडल फॉर्मेशन होते हुए नजर नहीं आएगा, तब तक अब हम लोग श्योर नहीं है स्टिल के बाइंग प्रेशर एट दिस लेवल इज बिल्डिंग अप और नॉट, बिकॉज स्टिल द इट इज जस्ट टेलिंग अस के मार्केट इज लाइक इन द इंडिसाइसिव जोन. इट्स लाइक द सेलिंग प्रेशर इज वीकनिंग, बट सेलिंग प्रेशर तो वीक है, बट बाइंग प्रेशर बिल्ड हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है उसकी अभी कंफर्मेशन नहीं हुई है. तो वी हैव टू स्टिल वेट till that confirmation candles start here. अगर वो ग्रीन डार्क ग्रीन कैंडल्स फॉर्म होना शुरू हो जाती हैं यहाँ पर बार्स, तो फिर we can be sure कि हाँ यहाँ से हमें बाइंग करने में फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. देखो जैसे इन दिस सिनेरियो यहाँ पर देखो यहाँ तक वीकनिंग पोजीशन का उसने इंडिकेशन दिया और इस कैंडल के साथ साथ यहाँ तक हिस्टोग्राम भी बढ़ता रहा. अभी यहाँ से देखो आप जैसे ही ये वाला मूवमेंट हुआ, फिर यहाँ से स्लोली जैसे नेक्स्ट कैंडल फॉर्म हुई, यहाँ से उसने डार्क ग्रीन कैंडल्स का इंडिकेशन देना शुरू किया, जिससे हमको क्लैरिटी हो गई कि यहाँ बाइंग प्रेशर बिल्डअप हो रहा है और यहाँ से बाइंग प्रेशर स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहा है। जैसे ही इस वाली कैंडल पे पहुंचा, अगेन यहाँ से लाइट ग्रीन होना शुरू हो गया, जिससे यहाँ पर भी ऑन द प्राइस चार्ट ऑल्सो यू कैन सी दैट इट स्टार्टेड बिकमिंग रेड। तो फिर यहाँ से क्लियरली हमें पता चला कि ओके, सेलिंग प्रेशर बिल्डअप हो रहा है और बाइंग प्रेशर वीक होती हुई नजर आ रही थी, till the time it came here and it reached here, and that's where from here the selling pressure became very strong and the price started going down. तो अभी still on the histogram you can see that के light yellow, sorry, light pink, light red वाली बार्स बन रही हैं, तो still selling कहीं ना कहीं strong है until the dark green histogram starts forming। कोई बाइंग का स्ट्रॉन्ग हमें पोजीशन अभी फिलहाल नहीं मिल रही है। So selling pressure is looking like it's becoming stronger until unless one more confirmation on any of the indicators is not formed, we are not going to take any trade. See, again an indecision, or it can be a fake out, so you have to be careful. So on a 15 minutes chart, you can see clearly that it's near the neutral zones, and then the price is trying to, the selling pressure is still building up. So now that we are into the last 20 to 30 minutes of the session, let's look into some low cap crypto gems which you can basically consider for your trading journey. The first one is Alpha Pepe. Its ticker symbol is ALPE. It's a meme coin category basically, and the pre-sale price was at 0.00657. The potential is ALP, which is Alpha Pepe, basically replicates Shiba Inu's success. So with projections of a 38 to 50x return. So if it reaches 1 billion market capitalization, so then it basically is walking on the footsteps of Shiba Inu is what it is believed for. So if you want to basically consider any low category wale cryptos with not much of capital involved, then you can consider these options. So Alpha Pepe, also the ticker symbol is ALPE, which you can consider. Second thing is Little Pepe. Little Pepe basically is again a meme coin category. Uska average pre-sale price was at $0.0022, and the key feature of it is it was raised over 25.9 million in pre-sale, offering features like staking and low gas fees on an Ethereum layer 2 blockchain. So Little Pepe, या फिर there is Pepe, there is one more Pepe, right? So these both are like good cryptocurrency, especially which are under the $1 category and can be considered. They even this Little Pepe and the other Pepe also belong to the meme coin category, but you can still look for these options. Like somebody who do not have too much of capital to invest, then these are your options that you can consider. Other than that, there is Bitcoin Hyper, which its ticker symbol is Hyper, HYPER, and its category is like into layer 2 Bitcoin solution. Okay, and its market capitalization is under 100 million. So it does have a use case. Okay, it does have a use case, and it enhances Bitcoin's utility by enabling faster transactions and DeFi capabilities, aiming to bridge Bitcoin with Ethereum's ecosystem. So Bitcoin Hyper is also there as an option. So it definitely is. This is not a. It's not a crypto. Sorry, it's not a meme coin for sure. It's a layer 2 solution. So this is another one which is under the $1 category, which you can consider for as one of your options. Then coming to the next one, which is blockchain FX. So its category is basically crypto trading platform. So its market capitalization is under 100 million again. The feature is it's a live crypto trading app offering up to 70% trading fee rewards and Visa card integration, providing passive income opportunities. So blockchain FX is more or less like how BNB chain is like, right? BNB token जैसा है, वैसा ही blockchain FX is also like it's a crypto trading platform offering that kind of ecosystem or a platform where you can look for such kind of options too. तो अगर आपको ये वाला भी ऑप्शन कंसिडर करना तो डू लिटिल बिट मोर रिसर्च एंड देन यू कैन डेफिनेटली इन्वेस्ट इनटू इट. Other than that, you can also invest or trade into Caspa. There is the ticker symbol is KAS for Caspa, and it's also market capitalization is standing under 100 million. It's a blockchain platform category. It's not a meme coin, it's a blockchain platform. And Caspa, the technological feature of it is like it utilizes block DAG for high speed, and it's known for its scalable transactions, attracting investors or attracting traders for innovative approach. So yeah, basically also is a very good option. You want to do further research on it, you can do it. So far I told you 5 of them. First one is the Alpha Pepe. It's a meme coin. Little Pepe. It's a meme coin. Third one is a Bitcoin Hyper, which is a layer 2 solution of Bitcoin itself. Then there is Blockchain FX, which is again a crypto trading platform. Then Caspa again is a blockchain platform. Then the sixth one, basically, it's a payment finance category option, which is Remitix RTX, also known as the ticker symbol is RTX. So its features like it offers on-chain, not on-chain, it offers cross-chain infrastructure, and it's a beta wallet staking rewards, positioning itself as promising early stage project in the PayFi space. So this also can be considered. So these 6 gems can be considered under the low cap gems category, and you can definitely look into buying it, because in case you don't like to buy like too expensive things like Ethereum, BNB, Solana, which are already at a very high prices, so you can look for something under $1 category, which are still good and great options to consider for. But yes, as usual, you have to do your own research, like I mentioned, and then you can go for it. Now, how do you identify low cap gems is something that you need to also consider. Just a sec. So you need to see the market capitalization, look for projects with a market capitalization under 500 million. That's how you basically find the low cap gems. Then you also have to search for utility and its use case, ensure the project is addressing some real world case problems or offers some unique solutions. Those kind of projects also you can pick up. And then you should also see some community engagement for those kind of projects. If there are strong active communities and it can drive adoption and growth, then those are your best options to look for. That's why I always say कि see for the, don't just go for the media hype, but also look that के उसके पीछे कुछ backing, कुछ रियल वर्ल्ड थिंग्स चल रहे हैं कि नहीं चल रहे हैं, या सिर्फ हाइप के ऊपर ये चीजें चल रही हैं एंड ऑल दैट. तो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अदर देन दैट, डेवलपमेंट टीम प्लेज अ वेरी क्रूशियल रोल. If the research and the team background has been a successful background and the developers are very successful behind it, then you can also consider choosing such kind of categories or that such kind of tokens. क्योंकि अगर फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे इथेरियम का जो को फाउंडर है वो है विटालिक ब्यूट्रिन, अगर इन केस विटालिक ब्यूट्रिन एंड उसकी डेवलपर टीम एक नया प्रोजेक्ट निकालती है, तो फिर हमें पता है कि ओके इन्होंने इथेरियम का एक सक्सेसफुल प्रोजेक्ट किया है, तो हम इनके ऊपर रिलाई कर सकते हैं. वैसे ही फॉर एनी क्रिप्टो दैट यू आर पिकिंग अप, वेदर इट्स अ लो कैप जेम, whether it belongs to meme category or it belongs to any other category, डेवलपर की इंफॉर्मेशन देख लेना, क्योंकि दैट प्लेज वेरी वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट रोल इन टर्म्स ऑफ हाउ द क्रिप्टो विल परफॉर्म इन द फ्यूचर, and its success will be totally dependent on that as well. So you have to see that. And other than that, tokenomics, as I usually say, tokenomics, you have to understand the token supply, distribution, incentives, how it is distributed, how it is going to get distributed, how much portion of it is basically allocated towards what and all that. These are all the various things that you have to also check out for. So these are other than that, road maps भी होते हैं कि आगे फ्यूचर में उनका क्या प्लान है. Things like that also do matter. So other than that, if you want to check, you can do that as well. So overall, to summarize, first is the market capitalization. Low cap gems usually 500 million के नीचे होते हैं, तो you should look for any category which has a market capitalization which is under 500 million. Then you can look for utility and use case, which is basically ensuring that the project is having a real world problem that they are solving. So you need to identify any utility and case behind it. And third thing is फाइंडिंग द कम्युनिटी एंगेजमेंट. अगर बहुत ज्यादा मीडिया हाइप में है, बहुत सारी चर्चे हो रही हैं, बहुत सारा अच्छा बोला जा रहा है इस पर्टिकुलर क्रिप्टो के बारे में, तो then again it's a good category. Then fourth one is the development team behind it, research the team's background and previous success. अगर कुछ अच्छी टीम पीछे बैठी हो तो it's a good option to go for. And then tokenomics, roadmap, all these also play significant role. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, almost 5 to 6 points are there which you need to look for in terms of considering low cap category cryptocurrencies. They carry significant risk because of the volatility and potential for failure, but you have to conduct thorough research before investing, and also only invest funds which you think you can afford to lose, and diversify the portfolio to mitigate risk. तो एक में पैसा पूरा लगा के बैठते हो, पैसा फंस जाता है, ऐसा मत करें. डिवाइड कर दे पैसे को, इधर उधर लगा दे, जहां से भी पैसा बन सकता है उससे पैसा बनाने की कोशिश करें. I hope I made myself very clear and very I think all the topics we discussed are good enough. अगर आपने कोई भी question हो while you're watching the stream or while you're watching it offline, do feel free to send me a message either in the comments or in the community, या फिर मुझे आप offline भी YouTube पे message कर सकते हैं. Get in touch with me, talk to me, and we can discuss what needs to be done. So let's see what else, guys. Nobody is joining the stream. I can see a lot of people are entering and exiting for some reason, but they're not staying. What is the point? Guys, all the things that we discuss here are all guidance, and they're not ultimate investment and financial advisor. So please, I want you guys to do a bit of research when you are entering the trades and exiting the trades, because sometimes uh, any small thing, any small information also missed out can be a very significant impact on the kind of decisions you're making for your trade. So make sure you're doing all of that from your end also, so that you're taking successful trades. Other than that, right now on the technical aspects of it, we can see clearly the market is moving very, very slow. There is an M pattern or a double bottom, double top that is created. Then there's a slight V pattern that got created. If the price tends to make a W pattern, probably the price might shoot up from the neutral zones, or if the selling pressure is continuing, then it might completely switch to the oversold zones, and then maybe the price will reverse from there. At this moment, the MACD indicator is definitely showing that the momentum is weakening, the buying is not strong, the selling is still weakening, and all of that. Let's remove this indicator and see what's happening on my DMI too. DMI पे एक बार देख लेते हैं कि कुछ change हुआ है. It kind of, yes, the buying pressure is slightly, slowly looking like it's building up. Selling pressure is slightly going down. यही होता है. देखिए guys, like this is the major difference that I was telling you. एक इंडिकेटर एक चीज बताता है, एक इंडिकेटर एक चीज बताता है. तो इसीलिए दैट्स व्हाई कीप टेलिंग के इसको क्रॉस वेरीफाई करना बहुत जरूरी होता है विद ईच अदर, क्योंकि एक इंडिकेटर कुछ एक इंफॉर्मेशन देगा, दूसरा कुछ और देगा. तो एक के बेसिस पे आप सक्सेसफुली ट्रेड नहीं ले पाओगे. एक दो को तो आपको क्रॉस वेरीफाई करना पड़ेगा, और एक या दो एटलीस्ट इंडिकेटर आपको क्लैरिटी देते हैं, तो फिर आपने एक सक्सेसफुल ट्रेड आप ले सकते हो. अभी बाइंग प्रेशर बनते हुए नजर आ रहा है, तो अगर इसी रैली में आप घुसना चाहते हो तो आप घुस सकते हो, पर ये स्टिल एक रिस्कियर पोजीशन है, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ से प्राइस फिर से वापस से रिवर्स हो गई, जो कि यहाँ पर बायर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं हुए, और यहाँ से प्राइस फिर से नीचे की तरफ बढ़ गई क्योंकि सेलर स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गए, तो फिर आपके पैसे फंसने के बहुत चांसेस बन जाते हैं. तो लेट्स सी पिछले 24 आवर्स या 3 दिन के एनालिसिस के बेसिस पे ये देख सकते हो, यहाँ पर एक रेजिस्टेंस जोन बना था 407 पर. अभी फिलहाल 4022 पे चल रहा है. तो जो अभी रिसेंट पास का जितना भी ऑल टाइम हाई है, उसके बेसिस पर अगर मैं देखूंगी तो स्टिल प्राइस, अगर आपने कोई भी प्रॉफिट लेना हो तो मार्जिन काफी कम है. तो ऐसे समय पे बाय करना स्टिल कैन बी अ रिस्कियर अफेयर इफ यू आस्क मी पर्सनली, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ ये डिप में मैंने खरीदने की मेरी अपॉर्चुनिटी थी, पर इस जगह पे खरीदना थोड़ा सा रिस्कियर हो सकता है. तो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल, क्योंकि प्राइस अगर वापस से वो रेजिस्टेंस को रीटेस्ट नहीं कर पाएगी, तो फिर आपके पैसे फंसने के बहुत सारे चांसेस बन जाएंगे. प्राइस अगर ऊपर जाने की जगह नीचे की तरफ रीटेस्ट कर गई, इमेजिन के यहाँ तक आ गई 3874, जो कि कल वो यहीं तक पहुंची थी, तो फिर ये रेजिस्टेंस लेवल को पार नहीं कर पाएगी, तो यहाँ पर आपको आपके मनी स्टक होने के बहुत सारे चांसेस होते हैं. ओके, सो these are few things which as a smart trader you should know and you should follow, ताकि आपका हार्ड एंड मनी ना फंसे. The next possible thing which you can do is of course buying at different dips and buying in different lots. Just in case अगर कहीं पे भी 2 सेकंड के लिए भी आपको डाउट लगता है कि शायद आप सही डिप पे बाय नहीं कर रहे हो, तो फिर डिफरेंट लॉट्स में एट डिफरेंट टाइम जोन्स एंड डिफरेंट डिप्स पे आप अपना बाइंग पोजीशंस ले सकते हो. बट at this moment, if I was you, I will still wait for it to reach the oversold category and then take a trade. तो मुझे फिलहाल still इसमें कोई बाइंग पोजीशन नजर नहीं आती है, because it still has the capacity to either go oversold or overbought. न्यूट्रल पे चल रहा है, प्राइस एक प्रॉपर डिसीजन ले नहीं पा रही है कि उसको ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ना है कि नीचे। तो ऐसे समय पे मैं इंडिसिशन बेसिस पर यूजुअली एंट्री लेना नहीं पसंद करती, क्योंकि मेरे पैसे फंसने के बहुत सारे चांसेस बन जाते हैं यहाँ पर। तो आई विल नॉट बी टेकिंग एनी पोजीशन, बट इफ यू वांट टू रिस्क इट अ बिट, अप टू यू, क्योंकि थोड़ा इंडिकेटर्स के बेसिस पे डीएमआई तो थोड़ा सा इज शोइंग स्ट्रॉन्ग, न्यूट्रल जोन से ऊपर होते हुए आरएसआई पे भी बता रहा है कि इट्स गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द ओवरबॉट कंडीशन, बट मार्जिन क्योंकि बहुत कम है तो फिर आप अपनी पोजीशन को थोड़ा सा सेफगार्ड कर लें। So guys, that's all. Now we've got last 5-10 minutes left out. I think we've covered most of the different topics that we were supposed to talk about. So last 10 minutes are left, and we will basically talk about one last topic in the last 10 minutes. How you can determine a right or trade, a good price to buy crypto without buying it at a very higher price, यानी बहुत expensive price पे आप अपनी कोई भी क्रिप्टो ना खरीदें, ऐसा गलती ना करें। उसके लिए what are the things that you need to simply find out। मैं आपको एक मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन तो हमेशा देती रहती हूँ, जो कि यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द NVT ratio is to determine what the price of it is currently, whether it's fair valued or undervalued। वो तो मैंने आपको एक मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन के बेसिस पे बताया है। Other than that, you also have to understand the market trends। What are the other simplest way to figure out, what is the right price to buy the crypto is to find out uptrend or downtrend, price making higher highs and higher lows। तो ऐसे में safe होता है to buy on the dips, okay। And downtrend में when it is a downtrend, price making lower highs and lower lows, avoid buying aggressively, wait for trend reversal। तो प्राइस कितने लेवल तक नीचे जाएगा, ऐसे में अनसर्टेनिटी होती है। तो डाउन ट्रेंड में कोशिश करना के ना ही बाय करें, बट यस इफ यू बाय इट एट सम डिप व्हेन द प्राइस इज रीच्ड रॉक बॉटम, तो यस डेफिनेटली इट कैन बी अ good position, to be honest। Other than that, what simple other tools which we can use is like support and resistance levels, where price is reaching a lot of times to a zone। बार बार अगर सपोर्ट के मतलब नीचे जा रहा है, वहां पर बार बार एक पोजीशन को हिट करते जा रहा है या एक प्राइस को बार बार हिट कर रहा है, तो दोज आर योर डिमांड मोस्ट डिमांडेड प्लेसेस लाइक जोन्स और समथिंग, जहाँ पे एक गुड बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी आपको। रेजिस्टेंस पे सेल करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी, सपोर्ट पे आपको बाय करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी। अदर देन दैट, इंडिकेटर्स का तो कैसे यूसेज करना है मैंने आपको बता दिया कि इंडिकेटर्स एट व्हाट लेवल्स यू आर बाइंग, एट व्हाट लेवल्स यू आर सेलिंग। ओवरबॉट होता है तो कहाँ खरीदना, लाइक ओवरबॉट होता है तो बेचना है, ओवरसोल्ड होता है तो खरीदना है। तो ये सारी चीजें तो आपको मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दी है। Other than that, again, like moving averages is also something which is what you can use for long-term confirmations for the trend। तो 550 या 200 MA का SMA का इस्तेमाल करते हुए you can find out the overall moving average and the overall trend, how it looks like, whether it's a it's a uptrend or a downtrend। अदर देन दैट, जब मार्केट डाउन ट्रेंड में हो तो बेसिकली डॉलर कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग का फायदा उठाए, इंस्टेड ऑफ बाइंग ऑल एट वंस, बाय स्मॉल स्मॉल अमाउंट्स रेगुलरली। आज एक डिप पर खरीद लिया, कल कोई डिप पर खरीद लिया, ऐसे अगर आपको लगता है कि आप अपने स्पेक्यूलेशंस या आपके प्रिडिक्शंस पर श्योर नहीं हो, तो बेटर है कि स्मॉलर अमाउंट्स पर रेगुलरली आप बाय कर सकते हो। दैट विल रिड्यूस द रिस्क ऑफ बाइंग एट द टॉप फॉर श्योर। तो this is one more way other than support, resistance, moving averages, or support buying in uptrend or not buying in low downtrend and things like that। And then also you need to find out something related to market sentiments। so positive news, prices may rise further, good entry if it the trend is confirmed। हाइप एंड फोमो, तो बेसिकली अवॉइड बाइंग एट एक्सट्रीम पीक्स पे खरीदने की चीजें अवॉइड करें। जब ऑलरेडी बहुत हाइप पे पहुंच गया तो कोई भी आपको सलाह मशवरा कर रहा है कि बाई करो, डोंट डू दैट, डू योर ओन रिसर्च, फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द एवरेज प्राइस, look for the support resistance levels, look for the most demanded places on the chart कि प्राइस किस लेवल पे बार बार रीटेस्ट करता है, उस जोन से आप अपनी पोजीशंस लेने की कोशिश करें ताकि गुड अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट बन सके। सो सपोर्ट जोन्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड आई टोल्ड यू गाइस, अगर आपको मैनुअल सपोर्ट जोन्स उतारने में प्रॉब्लम आती है तो मैंने एक इंडिकेटर का भी आपको एडवाइस या आप क्या कहते हैं कि आपको एक गाइडेंस दी है, तो उस इंडिकेटर को इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश करें so that your automatic support and resistance are created. You don't have to manually draw any of them. So that will help you both on the shorter time frames and the longer time frames to be able to understand which is your most demanded position, and from there you can take a buy or sell position, sorry not sell, buy position. And हाँ, सेल भी लाइक रेजिस्टेंस लेवल पे सेल भी देख सकते हो आप, नो प्रॉब्लम। एंड देन आरएसआई का मैंने आपको बता दिया, डीसीए का मैंने आपके बता दिया, एंड ऑल्सो आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट द ऑल टाइम हाइज एंड पीक्स पे, हाइप ड्रिवन पीक्स पे अवॉइड करें बाय करना। फोमो की वजह से बेसिकली डोंट गेट कैरिड अवे एंड पीपल टेलिंग यू बाय बाय बाय। हो सकता है कि ऑलरेडी क्रिप्टो बहुत हाई पे पहुंच गया, ऑल टाइम हाई पे पहुंच गया, और आप सबकी बातें सुनकर फोमो की फीलिंग की वजह से खरीद लेते हो और हाई प्राइस पे खरीद लेते हो, तो फिर आपके प्राइस, आपके मनी स्टक होने के और लॉसेस होने के चांसेस काफी बढ़ जाते हैं। So I hope these tips, tricks, rule of thumbs that we talked about are going to help you in your crypto journey. These small things, small habits, small things here and there will add a lot of, or will make a lot of difference. All you need to do is keep this as like your regular like you have to regularly apply this in your day-to-day trade. That's when you'll be able to take some successful trades. So quick rule of thumbs, just to summarize before I wind up, is like you have to look for support zones. If you're not able to draw support zones, use linear regression channel as the indicator to find out the support and resistance zone, because it is an automatic indicator जो upper band and lower band में आपको resistance and support आपको clearly mention मतलब ड्रॉ करके दे देता है, जिससे आप अपने सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस जोन्स के थ्रू बाय एंड सेल कर सकते हो। And confirm the oversold indicators, RSI lesser than 30, that is where your buying option is, and buy in small portions when it is when it is basically a downtrend. तो DCA का फायदा उठाएं, डॉलर कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग, बाय एट द डिप्स एट डिफरेंट प्राइसेस एंड डिफरेंट टाइम जोन्स, and avoid buying near all time highs and hype पे मत buy करें, because that will not be giving you any profits. Your money is going to just get stuck and you will be stuck in that. So with that note, with all the quick rule of thumbs and quick tips and tricks and all the useful information that we talked about in last 4 hours, I hope to see you guys all doing successful trades, whether in spot or futures. And this is Nida Afreen, host of ZBit, signing off. I hope to see you tomorrow, guys, at the same time between 4 to 8 p.m. Dubai time. Any questions, any grievances, complaints, anything, please feel free to shoot out in the live stream, in the application itself. People joining from outside, you can send it through outside comments, or other than that, you can also join my Telegram community and share the problems, or you want to get any buy sell signals, you're more than welcome to join my community where I send buy and sell signals at times. So be part of it, and don't be in FOMO, and go with the trend, and don't invest so much which you think you cannot afford to lose. So you have to only invest that much which you can afford to lose, and then take successful trades. That's what I want you guys, whatever I'm talking, I want you guys to make successful trades और मेरा नाम रोशन करो. Don't make losses and unnecessarily feel मुझे भी फिर बाद में बहुत दुख होगा कि मैंने इतना कुछ समझाया, इतना कुछ पढ़ाया, इतना कुछ सिखाया, फिर भी आप लोगों ने सक्सेसफुल ट्रेड नहीं लिया. I will be feeling bad about it. So please go take successful trades, be successful traders, and make as much profit as you can. And I will see you guys tomorrow between 4 to 8 p.m. Dubai time. Till then, take care. Have a great, great evening ahead. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.